starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Straight from the Brooklyn streets where they could see me at. Where it's never easy at, that's the borough we be at. Real hitters keep the strap for any type of beef or spat. Make your head tilt back like Ed a BC hat. That's where we gon' leave you at, make them take a leaky nap. Anytime that we attack, you don't want a piece of that. That thug mentality can be an aphrodisiac. But you're doing too much, homie, please relax. Don't make this animal damage you, animal banish you. Handle you flammable like a match to a candle. Do with words, I'll be your man if you plan to do any anamical acting new against the intangible. You must be sniffing out vinyl. Realize I'm a G, you just side Joe. Realize that's Mike, but not Dino. Samoa, not Wino.
Hold on. What's up, everybody? This is Ced for Ced It Up Production. Let me get Kane off here. Okay. Yo, what's going on? Sorry we're a little late. You know, so we had to get some little things together. But this particular show right here, we're gonna flip the script a little bit. We have let me bring my my co-host on before we bring our guests on. I'm about to bring him up, my guy. What's up, little Al? What's going on, boy?
What's good with you, bro?
We good.
No
we
doubt.
got a special guest host today. You know what I'm saying? She's not new to the G's and Hustlers. You know what I'm saying? She was on before her and Yolanda, better known as Mook. We about to bring Bonnie on right now. We waiting on Mook to come in, but we about to bring in Bonnie right now. Hey, what up? What up? What up? You can't hear?
Is she on mute?
No, she's not on mute. Hold on, Bonnie. Let me see. She got good frequency now, so she should be able to hear. Hold on. She's sending me something. Hold on. Okay, she says she can't hear. Let me tell her to go out and come back in. You hear me now? But the thing is, I can hear. Say something. If you can say something. I think she. I think she.
What the fuck going on around here,
See, we
bro?
can hear her, but she can't hear us. Wait, hold on 1 second before we get started.
I see you in the chats. What's up, cuz?
Okay, I just sent her a message. Well, we have a little. She having a little technical difficulties right now, but she'll come back in. But let's explain to people what's going on. Man, you've been doing this since January. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people know us doing this,
Right.
but they don't know us. They don't know us. They know us by
Right.
face and probably by name or whatever, but they don't know us personally. And
Exactly.
that's cool. And because I'm kind of a private person anyway, you know what I mean? I know you are too. But we wanted to do something a little bit different. We want I'm gonna start off with myself. I want to have these ladies to interview me. The stuff that so people can know who I am and know who you are.
Exactly.
Know who you are. Well, for me, I'm starting off first, so know who I am. Now you want to let me in. Okay, hold on 1 second. I'm gonna hold on. I'm sorry, everybody.
What's going on, B-side? I see you in the comments.
Okay, hold on. It's asking me to make an account. Okay, let me send her another. Where we at? I'm sorry, everybody, but these things happen. When you're doing things like this, it happens. Let me send her another link. Okay. Well, as I was saying, I mean, what we're trying to do is just trying to give people an idea who we are. So, you know, when we're doing this show, y'all know who y'all dealing with. You know what I'm saying? So we
Right.
didn't want to just be hopping in and like, who the hell is these guys? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But
Right.
We OGs. We from the Allgale Gardens. We was out there 80s, 70s, 80s. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Hell yeah.
So I mean, we not new to the gardens.
Yeah.
We the gardens.
And then by you know how the Gardens is. You grew up in cliques. Mainly people know you if they stayed in your block or you know what I'm saying, from school. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then we get older, then probably, the neighborhood know you for whatever you do. You know what I'm saying? So this is a good show to introduce ourselves, you know what I'm saying, to, our family out there in the G's and Hustlers world.
Yeah. Because like I said, I mean, people. Some of the stuff that here come Bonnie. Some of the stuff that you hear us?
I can hear you now.
Okay, cool. I mean, a lot of people know, like I said, know of me, and a few people do know me. So I mean, what the whole thing right now is for we want a Bonnie and Mook to come on and interview interview me. Al, we're gonna do you next time. I think I wanna take the heat right now. You know what I'm saying?
I still hear the background.
You did what?
Cut
I
your cut
still
your
hear the countdown.
cut
You
yours
know
down.
something? Cause you on the you got both your devices going, right? Just one?
Yep.
No, but you got your camera going. That's on your phone, right?
I'm on my phone now, but my tablet ain't nothing coming out my tablet.
Oh, okay. But you still getting the feedback?
Yep.
Cut it down. Cut one of
It's
your.
gone now. It went
Okay,
off.
cool.
Okay, so we should be good.
We got Robin in the chat.
Oh, let me hit. I mean, let me go ahead. Yeah,
Hey, Akina. We
Makia,
got Serena in here.
Mika.
We
Yeah, let's
got
go.
Quinn in here.
Oh, we got a lot of people.
Yeah, we got B side. Shout out to B side.
I
Okay.
don't see B side yet.
Yeah. So this how this, I mean, this what we're gonna do. I mean, it's more like I said. Y'all go interview me. Lil Al and Bonnie, y'all go interview me. The things that we do, people when they come on the show, we about to flip the script. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Y'all go ask me questions then, or things y'all want to know. Let's go ahead and get it. Let's get it popping. We go.
right.
What Yolanda come in. We'll just bring her right in, and then she can just pick up what we starting off with, and we'll do it like that.
Boom.
Uh, no, you gonna be so you gonna stand up? You gonna stand up?
Yeah, because it's dark where I was at. Shit. I can't even see myself in the dark.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah.
We got a lot of people in here. So what you want me to go ahead and start
Yeah.
this?
Y'all can start. Y'all can start it off. You know what I'm saying? Before we start. I mean, this is official. We official. If you don't got this, you're not official. This is shout out to Allen, Richard
Man,
Allen, man.
mad shout out to Richard Allen, bro. Matter of fact, yeah, we supporting that 100%. And you can get a T-shirt too as well. But one thing we gotta do before we start, hey Bunny, we gotta start the show with showing some love. You know what I'm saying, to the brother Rashid. May he rest in peace. You know what I mean, and may Allah be good with whatever he had going on in his life, as well as Jamie G. Those were the two little homies I knew personally. So rest in peace to Jamie
Rest
as
in
well.
peace.
Yes, sir.
I want to say this. I'm tired of getting on Facebook, and that be the first thing I see.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Especially when you know the people, and then we at that age now. We want to know what happened
Yep.
because we at that age. Like, did he have
Should
something?
I be worried? Should I
Right?
be like,
Uh,
what happened?
Yeah,
uh,
Yep.
yeah. It's not being nosy. It's just being cautious. See what's going on. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Send mine or a request. I shared it on my page.
And she's fair. She's good. She's on here. She's making comments. So I accepted her friend request. Oh, she says send.
Mine no.
Okay.
I shared it, so she should see it.
Right.
No, Montestina not my friend on Facebook.
Okay. Well, she my friend on Facebook, so she
Oh,
probably can link in. She probably have to go to my Facebook page.
Yeah. If anybody want before we start, anybody want this access block this all block access, reach out to Richard Allen. He was giving away for free, so I don't know how long it's gonna be free, but he's giving away for free.
let me inbox this man. I want one.
Yeah.
I
He,
deserve one.
he gonna mail it to you as well, and you can get the shirts too. The shirts
Yeah.
$10.
Yeah.
I don't know. They was $10 a couple of weeks ago, but I don't know if he gonna go up because of the demand. But they $10 right now.
Well, because he said he was gonna stop selling them. He said, but if people asking for him, he'll make some kind of arrangements. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So we'll start it like that. Okay, let's kick it off then.
All right. Well, my first question: where you come from?
Where I come from, I'm block 6. I'm block 6, but I stayed in block 17.
You original?
Yeah, I'm original for block 6.
That's crazy.
Yeah, 133, 60 South Corliss.
That's crazy. I never knew that. I thought you was somebody that came in.
What, like at the end, like just popped up?
Yep.
Wow. I've
Yep.
been I've been to all the carbs. I've been to Wheatley, primary, all the carbs. I've been all of them. So
I never knew that.
I ain't gonna interview you, but when I mean you went to
I'm
all the
born and
carbs
raised.
there? Okay.
I was born when I was born. My mama stayed in Block 5, corner house, right across the street from Block 6.
Oh wow.
So
Mm. Yeah, I'm block.
I lived there till I was 5.
Yeah, me and Ruski was neighbors. We was neighbors, next door neighbors. So I was right. We was sitting right next to each other. So yeah, I'm block 6 all day.
So was we any classes together?
No, I don't think so. Nah, no, because you. Well, we'll get to that part because I think you said I was bougie. Because I mean, I guess we'll get to that part.
We'll
Right.
get to that.
So
We'll
let's
get to
see.
that.
Well, you know my
Um,
yeah, Paul McGee said you should know because my brother Fred. But I don't think, like I said, I don't think she. I was still low key though. Wait, somebody got their volume up.
Yeah. Mine ain't up. I'm good.
man, not
Mine.
up neither. Well, maybe.
We good.
The only matter of fact, the only feedback is coming from you a little bit, sir.
Me?
Yeah. Dang.
Okay. Check, check, check. We good?
Yep.
Okay, good. My bad. So let's go ahead and kick it off. Let's go. We got some more. One,
I
two.
I, I don't remember Fred.
What?
So where you was at, then? We gonna shift from question and say it right now. You
No,
don't remember Fred?
somebody said that's Fred, brother. I don't even remember Fred. I can't remember when I first seen Fred.
So when did you leave to go to Minnesota?
I left when I was 16.
So what year was that? Probably what?
That was in 92.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay.
Cause I turned 17 up here.
Okay.
Oh, you
But
been
like
like
I
so you
said,
been
I
go.
wasn't in a lot of blocks, so
Yeah.
that G4 too.
Well, we weren't in a lot of boxes either though. So I mean, because I think we left the gardens in 90. But we still went to Carver though. We still went to Carver. I mean, we moved from the guards and we went down to 44th and Greenwood, like right by King High School. But we didn't want to go to King.
Oh,
So we took the bus every day.
damn.
Yeah, every day.
That was a nice little ride.
Yeah. So but like I said, those things like that I wish I would probably if I could take it back, I wouldn't have went to King because I still wanted to play baseball. My main thing was baseball.
Right.
So
Cause you didn't play no sports,
I did.
did you?
Oh shit, y'all, you don't know me then. See, that's what I say
I
you don't know
don't.
me. Yeah.
Right.
I played basketball a little bit, but that wasn't my shit. I just played that to get, have something to do. But my shit was baseball. Um, most people don't know, and it's not being when I say things, it's not not me bragging or anything. Carver at the time I came to Carver High School as a freshman, they didn't have a Far baseball team. I was originally supposed to play with the varsity, as a freshman, but they wanted the seniors to play. So they was like, okay, we gotta create a fall like a freshman and sophomore team. So they created that. A lot of
Okay.
people don't know that. So it happened because I ain't gonna say solely because of me, because other people wanted to play too. But I was originally supposed to play with the big squad because they wanted me and Fred. Because Fred was my brother was playing second, and I was gonna play shortstop.
Oh,
Yeah. So
I
I was a
don't know
baseball.
nothing
I was
about it, but
yeah.
okay.
I'm a baseball fanatic though. But go ahead.
Okay. Go, Alan.
I said, hey, when you was growing up out there, did you have a little clique of homies that you was cool with, bro? On some everyday type shit?
My cousins. Honestly, it was my cousins. Raymond Clark.
Okay.
I'm giving government name. Raymond Clark. Most people probably didn't know he was my cousin. You know what I'm saying? Raymond
I
Clark.
didn't.
Yeah.
um, my other cousin, Tavio Clark. If people know him as Tavio Clark, them. Actually, James Fountain, we call him Bootsy. That was the people I run with.
Hmm.
Anthony Bolton. Um, as I got with the high school and the grammar school, Marcus Anderson. That's my guy to this day. You know what I'm saying? We still roll tough.
Richard Allen just popped in.
Shout
Yeah,
out to Richard again.
we representing. We representing. Yeah, I mean it was. I mean I didn't hang out with too many people. It's like it was more like family or what. And hung out in Block 17. That was my spot.
So
Akina just called somebody old. I don't know who she talking to.
Huh. We all old. We all old though. We getting
yeah,
there.
I ain't got no problem being old. Fuck it. I made it this far. It's a blessing to me.
No doubt.
That's true.
Okay,
That's
bro.
true.
Hey, we go on. Let me ask another question, bro. You know what I mean? And we gonna stay in the early stages, you know what I'm saying, work our way up.
Okay.
When you was living in block 6, bro, I know your grandmama stayed in my block, block 17, you know what I'm saying? And that was really the flyest block in the G. And what made you, besides your grandmother staying in the block and Fred coming through, what made you come to the block, man, instead of being in block 6, you know what I'm saying, on the hanging side?
My whole family stayed in Block 17.
Okay.
Aunties, everybody stayed in Block 17. So and my mama, she at the time she was strict too, so we couldn't go out every day. Couldn't go outside
Right.
every day. So there was a point where we asked, "Can we go outside?" No, you was outside yesterday. So and we couldn't have company like that neither. You know what
Yeah.
I'm
Hey, on the real, bro, look. Hey, me, dog, is fake, bro. Sometimes Ethy, you know what I'm saying, from the block, he used to be with us too.
saying?
Boo, Stanley. Bro, we used to have to come in y'all crib through the back door, bro, and stand by the, where the pantry was back
Yeah,
then.
yeah,
And like I told you before, Londy over there stealing all y'all little dabbies and shit.
yeah. We had a lot of snack. We had a lot of snacks.
Hell yeah.
We didn't need. I mean, we didn't. My mom's kept things in the crib like snacks and video games and stuff like that. So we staying in the house was like nothing. I mean, to this day, I could stay in the house a whole week and not even flinch. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So
Hell yeah.
I thought it was bad at the time, but as you get older now, I'm good with it.
So that brings me to my other question.
Mhm.
What made you not want to be in a gang?
Mm.
But that was a good one. Sports. I mean, I love sports, and I thought that was going to take away from me learning the game and all that stuff. But I had people that was vice lords and GDs or whatever, and I didn't want to have to. At the time, I wasn't thinking, but I'm thinking at the time like I don't want to go against him because he a vice lord. I didn't want to do that because like I said, I had buddies that was vice lords, like tough. I didn't know really about the GDs really until I got older, really. You know what I'm saying? Because all I knew was vice lords. My cousin was a vice lord, so I mean, it's more like I thought about it, but my brother wasn't in it, so I kind of rolled with my brother. You know, he was never in the game, so I my brother said, I ain't done with this shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I never was tempted, but I thought about it, but it's like tempting more like I didn't ever go to that no meetings or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So nah.
Okay. Good answer. Good answer.
Yeah.
So, besides sports, growing up, what did you do in the gardens? Was you one of them bad boys that was hitting us with the crab apples?
No, you know what? What's funny is I was scary though. I was real scary. I didn't want no parts on anything like that because I didn't want to have to fight or tell my brother because I knew my brother had my back and he had a reputation of he was cool. So I didn't want to bring no pressure on him. So he used to always talk to me and stuff like that. And I had no beef with nobody. You know what I'm saying? Only problems I would have when my cousin Tavio come in because he was from the Gardens, but then he moved to Roseland. He'd come in town, well, come in the Gardens, start some shit, and then go back to Roseland and leave us. You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
So I mean, but it was. I look back at that. That was fun days though. You know what I'm saying?
Jay Hendo said our family really did let us get into that life.
Yeah, that's my brother. That's my brother. He'll be on the show soon too. Yeah. My mom's like I said, she was strict. You know what I'm saying? And then I didn't want to. I ain't like I say, I ain't want no parts of her neither.
Right.
I ain't want no parts of her.
So, bro, when you got to Carver High School, bro, what was that experience for you, bro? Coming from out of the grammar school, going to one class and shit, then be up going to high school. You got what 9 different classes in one day?
You guys want to say?
Hold on, hold on, 1 second. She's trying to call us, Yolanda. Hold on 1 second.
Yeah. Bonnie, you still there? Yeah.
Yeah, she's trying to click on whatever. They said we going on that last recording, right? Hold on.
I'm on right now. I know. I'm on.
She got to click on that link.
I got you. Okay, now you hear me.
I'm on.
Okay, I'm trying to get on. It won't let me.
She got to click that link.
Go to the link and in the message he sent us.
Yeah.
And hit.
Okay, hold on.
You see it?
Hold on.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Damn.
Okay, I pressed it.
You got to
cut. It won't let me. It say load in studio.
Because you're probably on your phone doing it.
I had to rush from school to get on here, boy.
Now you got me fucked up. I'm out. I can't even hear them. They froze. Cam's still going. Because you calling me and shit.
Yeah, you know, so
we can hear you.
Let me get the fuck on before I cuss your ass out. Shit.
Well, then you need to hop on because you done fucked up me. I can't get on.
I gotta send her. I gotta send her a message and tell her to go out, come back in. Hold on. Yeah. What was the question? I forgot. What was the question about the? No. Okay. School. I ain't gonna say I was the smartest. I wasn't the smartest. I was the. Where's going right here? Okay, you hear me? You good? Okay. No,
yeah, now I keep on hearing the intro every time I come back in.
That's because you went out and coming back in. So I mean, so you good though.
What do you say?
This girl says she can't get in.
Cause she's on her phone.
Let me keep saying load studio. It don't say nothing else.
She can't be on the phone and
just like the last time, load studio. It keeps saying.
Hey, Bonnie, can you hear us? Let her know that she got to go out and don't be on her phone.
He say hang up from me, go out, and then go back.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
That girl crazy is all I do.
But what you were saying though, you were saying I was asking like for the high school experience, bro.
It was scary at first
Mm-hmm.
because I only was there. My brother was on. He graduated in 91. So it wasn't that bad my first year because he was there,
Yeah.
and he kind of showed me the way. But he also had he couldn't play baseball no more because he had a kid. He had a son. So that whole dream that we was gonna play with each other in high school didn't happen because he had to work.
Okay.
But that messed up everything right there. So it made it kind of difficult. It kind of threw me off a little bit because everybody was anticipating us being that
Yeah, that duo.
right, right. So when it didn't happen, it was like, okay, now I gotta see where I fit in at. You know what I'm saying? But I still
Yeah.
hung around with my cousin Raymond and Anthony, Marcus, and Squirt.
Yeah.
Yeah. So those are my buddies right there.
Go.
Yeah.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Okay,
So
I'm just
was
making sure because
I
I'm
was that
going
during the time when you was in high school that you really got into the hip
outside
hop?
with this dog.
Yeah. The story with that, is my brother on my father's side, Latrell, he was rapping and he asked me, do I want to do it? And I was still doing it
No, madam, no.
With Brian Bruce and a few more guys. Brian Bruce and my cousin Raymond.
Right.
But we was more like just
Come here.
messing around.
Come here.
Hmm.
Ricky
Yeah.
did.
Stop running
He
in the
was
streets when
actually
I
our
say no.
manager, and
Yeah.
he was
Sorry.
our manager, and actually Terrell Bruce was our
Yeah.
manager too. You know what I'm saying? Because he was
Right.
into it too. And the stuff I do right now, I give a lot of credit to Ricky and Terrell Bruce. The
Okay.
way they organize things and stuff like that. I saw what they was doing, and I like that. I was
Right.
never really a rapper. I like to put things together like they did. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So I went that route, and I got uh, James, which is Booty, and my brother together to form the rap group Brand X or whatever. So
Yeah.
that's how I got into the rap field. Just really just trying to manage and try to get people on.
Right.
Yeah,
And that's been a part of ever since then. That's what you've been on, right, bro?
yeah. And then I try to get everybody else on it because like I said, I know my niche. Some people don't know. Their Some people don't know their niche. They
Right.
still try to do something that they not. I wasn't a bum rapper. I was a battle rapper, and the things changed. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I couldn't say things changed so much. I couldn't rap about taking people out or whatever, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Things change.
Right.
So I was like, okay, well, I could just go ahead and just help them whatever I can. If I see a show going on, I tell them, hey, it's a show right here.
So you basically was more like a producer and a promoter, right?
Yeah, yep,
Okay.
yep. Because we'll go down to my brother's Jonathan school down there at Illinois State, and they'll do some shows out there. And wherever I saw a show, I tell them about it, and they'll go ahead and do it.
Yeah.
And we had actually did a show at Carver High, talent show. We did something totally different than everybody else. You know what I'm saying? When Big Nasty was on, he didn't say it though, but Big Nasty, when he first started rapping, he was more like uh, he was dancing, rapping.
Right.
That feel the vibration,
Yeah.
feel it. That's how his rap style was. We
Right.
wasn't on that. We was on some naughty by nature type stuff. You know what I mean?
Right.
So after that happened or whatever, a lot of things started to change. So, but I try to plug everybody. If I knew you could rap and I was feeling
Yeah.
your music, I try to my best to put you on any way I can.
Right. Right. Right.
Hey, mind your business.
She's not gonna be ready until she go in the crib.
Right.
Mind
So
your business.
Hold on, let me get in here.
so bro, hey, tell us about when because we got to speed it up a little bit, bro. When you got out of high school, was you still into music, bro? And or you that's when you started doing the shows.
Yeah, you know what? My whole idea was to be baseball player. You know what I'm saying? But
Right.
my last game, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I cried because I knew that was it.
Oh yeah. Was it
Yeah, I
up
knew
at
that was it.
Carver?
Yeah, my last game. I had a good game too, but I cried because I knew that was it. I was like, I know that's it.
Yeah.
But I had the Pittsburgh Pirates scouting me and because they try to find a diamond in the rough, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And they actually called the crib, but I wasn't there. And my stepdad had got the number, whatever, but he don't know what he did with it, so they never called back. So I was getting scouted by Pittsburgh, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
But I tried to do college, whatever, but I didn't want to do no school. I didn't want to go to school, you know, no more. I was done.
Right.
And then also women played a factor in that too. I mean, women could mess you up.
Well, matter of fact, Bonnie, do you got a question on that level? No.
No.
they, they could. I mean, it threw me completely off. I mean, because when you practicing, when you playing sports, when you practicing a lot after
Mm-hmm.
school, that's that's the time you probably want to spend with your lady. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And you try to ditch practice and try to be with her, whatever. Because like I said, I wasn't staying in the guards no more. You know what I'm saying? So I
Yeah.
was limited. I had to get on the bus. It took me
Right.
like an hour, hour and 15 minutes to get back to the crib from the guards all the way to 44th and Greenwood
Yeah. Yeah.
until I started driving. I started driving when I was a sophomore though.
So what wasn't you and Jewel together for some years?
Years. Yes.
Years.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like a
Years.
lot of years.
Me and Jewel got together eighth grade. 89. Eighth
Yeah.
grade. All the
Yeah.
way up until uh,
Yeah.
2006.
Yeah.
So um that was an experience. You know what I'm saying? It was an experience. Um cool. She actually ain't no relationship perfect. None of it's perfect. You know what I'm saying? We had our ups and downs and things like that. And I learned from those things. So going through the stuff I went through made me better, actually. I think it made me better.
How so, bro?
Because the thing is, because she was, I ain't gonna lie, she was more, women, like I said, women grow faster than guys. She was actually ahead of me in a lot of things. Because I never, like, we stayed in the guards, you know what I'm saying, in apartments and stuff like that. She was actually, she stayed in the house, she stayed in the house, you know.
Right.
So when we actually got our own place, I didn't know about cutting grass and shit like that. We didn't have to do that shit.
Right.
You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right.
So when we actually got married and got the house or whatever, I was in the crib watching TV, playing video games while she was out there cutting the grass. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But that's the shit that we go through. You know what I'm saying? I was still young. We got married when I was 21,
Oh
21,
wow.
22. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And I think that's why I made this thing called Cracks in the Wall because
Mm.
of the things that I went through. The cracks in the walls are things like, for instance, we had a crib and we had a brand new crib from the ground up. And you know, settlement cracks come in.
Right.
And she'll say something like, "You see those cracks in the wall?" I'm like, "No, I wasn't even paying attention to that shit."
Right.
Those are the things that as a youngster, you don't pay attention to. Cracks in the wall. That's why I made this whole
Yeah.
part one and part two called Cracks in the Wall.
Yeah. Yeah. I feel you on that, bro. But those them learning curves, bro, that
Yeah.
we got to go through
Yeah,
in life, period. And sometimes that shit is necessary, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because ain't none of this shit sweet when it comes to life, period, especially in relationships, bro.
yeah, and like I said, the ups and downs. That I mean, because it got to, I mean, we broke up quite a few times. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
And not saying I was like the perfect guy. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, and I told
Nobody
you
is.
this. I told you this, bro. I told you cheating. I didn't have to cheat in a relationship. Certain things that happened that made me do what I did. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Period. I'm keeping it real. I'm keeping it 100. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
In the beginning, I mean, I was faithful, but then once shit started happening, I was like, what?
Uh,
Fuck this. You know what I'm saying? And then I knew a lot of people I could have talked to while I was in high school. You know what I'm saying? But it's like when we broke up, I like, fuck, I messed up. You know what I'm saying? I could have been talking to this girl in high school. We could have
right.
been into this, you know what I'm saying?
Your brother just said that we missed out on so much meow
Yeah,
with these high school relationships.
yeah. It did, it did, it did. But like I said, and it's a learning experience and stuff like that, and you learn from 'em. And then you try to show your kids the right way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And actually, it took me. I just had a kid. I'm at 40. I had a kid. My first kid at 40. You know.
Yeah.
That's your only baby?
Yeah. Yeah.
You did good.
No, but you know the bad side about that, God willingly I could see and see his kid. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We getting older. You know what I'm saying? And that's the life you want to live. You want to see your kids have kids and just sit back and enjoy being a grandpa. You know what I'm saying? I
Yeah.
probably won't get a chance to experience that, but I'm gonna take as much as I can with him. You know what I'm saying?
Yolanda, you typing what's the word? Why aren't you up on the panel?
She probably, I mean, I don't know where she's at.
She said she just got out of school and she said her it wasn't letting her get on like it did the last time.
She probably
Do
in a
she
bad location though.
is she still using the old link or is she using the new link we got?
She using the link that was sent in the inbox.
Yeah, I sent them a new link.
Did you try both links or just one link?
And here's the funny part. I mean, even with how did I get with Jewel? It was kind of funny, you know.
That was my next question.
Actually, I wasn't really into her at all. I wasn't. I was dealing with somebody at the time that me and her actually clicked. Um, I don't know if I want to put her name out there. Yeah, I probably won't put her name out there.
You
But
mad the well,
I was actually talking to Julia's sister, Danette.
pretty old Danette.
Yeah, at the time and stuff like that. And she was hot too. She was hot that she found out, you know what I'm saying, that we broke up because of that, you know what I'm saying? But I wasn't really feeling Jewel at all. Um she became like a scorekeeper because I was playing basketball in the 8th grade, you know what I'm saying? So she became the scorekeeper just so she could be around me. Sending them love letters and stuff like that. I was pushing them away, like, I don't want that shit, you know what I'm saying? But eventually I broke down, you know what I'm saying? Because I wasn't able to see Danette like I was able to see Jewel, because Danette mother was stricter than my mama, you know what I'm
Mm.
saying? So rest in peace to Miss Brown, you know what I'm saying? But she was real cool. But from that point on, that last letter, that because she said she was gonna stop, she wasn't gonna like push up on me no more. So from that point, I like either I'm gonna go that route or I'm gonna just leave it alone. But I ended up going that route. She came over by the house and then we just started clicking from that point.
And how long you say y'all was together, bro?
From 89 to 2006, off and on. So like I told her before she had passed away, when she rested in peace, um, from I saw her 8th grade graduation, high school graduation, college graduation. I
Yeah.
saw it all, you know what I'm saying? So I told her that.
So that was almost 30 years, huh, bro?
Yes.
Yeah, yeah. So I think I'm going because, like I said, it's gonna be a part two to my thing because there's a
Mm.
lot of stuff that happened in between. Right now, y'all just getting the basic stuff that went on with me.
Okay.
Yolanda says she can't get in. She tried both of them. Hey, Jermaine.
Yeah.
Girl, we're gonna have to get you a laptop or a tablet or something. And a
Maybe when
ring
she get
light.
maybe when she get what she has, she probably could try again. Because like I said, I can send a link again. I'll try to send it again. Let me see. Uh, okay, I just sent it again.
Try the link he just sent you.
Oh. But it's crazy. I mean, do you know Michelle Milton?
Mm-hmm.
That was actually my first love.
I went to school with her.
Yeah, see, you ain't know that, but you ain't know that either, though. It's cool. She was Black 17, Black 17, and that's why I hung out in Black 17 because she was real cool too. May she rest in peace too. You know what
Man,
I'm
rest
saying?
in peace to her, definitely, bro.
Yeah.
Yes. That's
But she was the first
crazy.
person. Actually, that was my first girlfriend right there. What up, Terry?
That's crazy because I ain't. What's up, Terry? I swear to God, like I was in some blocks, but I don't remember seeing you.
I was low key. Like I said, I wasn't the loud. I wasn't loud at all. You thought I hung around with Julius though. That was class 92. I didn't hang around him. You would see me occasionally with that class just to talk because I talk to anybody. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't stuck up like y'all think I am. I talk to anybody.
Right.
I thought you was stuck up.
Nah, I mean,
It won't let me in. I don't know what to tell you.
yeah, she probably got to catch the part two when we
Yeah.
come back again. Whatever you're saying. But yeah, but I mean, I just want I wasn't wilding. I wasn't wild at all. So I mean, nah,
So you
I ain't,
didn't have any fights growing up?
nah, nah. I didn't have to. I really didn't have
Bon-
to. Huh?
hey, Bonnie, he was the little brother, so
Yeah,
he had big cousins, big brothers, big brother homies. Sometimes you be traveling in a lane where you don't get into it with motherfuckers like that. Cause
yeah,
motherfuckers be having respect.
right.
Cause they know that ain't what you understand what I'm saying, Bonnie? It's like, you know, other
Don't
people
bark
paved
up that tree.
yeah, other people paved the way. You know what I mean? And made it safe for, you know what I'm saying, all the little homies. You know what I'm saying?
And y'all did. You, my brother, Spank, Joe Rock, y'all did. You know what I'm saying? So they knew y'all click. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So, and I ain't really have to do nothing. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, man. I just rode the wave. You know what I'm saying? And right, right, Terry. I didn't have
Right.
to. I mean, I just that's why I was able to do things like I did music with not music with, but I hung out with Squirt, Vice Lord. You know what I'm saying? I hung out with those guys, you know what I'm saying? I was able to do that because nobody ever knew I wasn't on that.
Right.
That made it easy for me. That I could walk any block if I wanted to.
Mm, okay. But
What up,
that
Rebecca? Block 5 Rebecca.
Rebecca Hall.
Rebecca Brown, actually. That's Rebecca
Right.
Brown.
I know, but
But all due respect.
Right.
that was Fred, little brother. He didn't have to.
Yeah, like I said, I mean, they respect me. I like I said, I ain't going around wilding out, you know what I'm saying?
Mookie won't let me share either. I don't know what the problem is.
Well, she's doing something totally different. I mean, if you want, if she go, if let's see, we just became friends. If she could go on my page and just share it, she could just click on my page.
Who?
Right.
Quinn?
Yeah, she could just go on my page and then she'll see the show, and then she could do the share. Cause I don't got
Okay.
my
Is
If
is
she can
Mook
see it
still
on
in the
my
chat?
page, she my friend.
right. She could share from that.
Is Mook still in the chat?
I don't know. Mook, you still in this chat?
If she's still in the chat, she can just ask questions from the chat and we'll instead of respond.
Right, we could do it like that until we get on next time.
Quinn say this content is unavailable.
Damn.
That's kind of crazy because the numbers going up, people watching.
Yeah.
Mook, if you in the comment section, you got some questions, put them on the board.
Yeah. And shout out to Terry too, because Terry actually he helps me out a lot when it comes down to promoting stuff.
Yeah.
When I need sound guy, DJ, you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Shout out to Terry, man. He's still doing his thing out there with those comedians out there. We them ones, I think it's we them ones, we them next ones
Oh
or
yeah,
whatever.
yeah, yeah, yeah. That's what Corey, my boy Corey Hope
Yeah, oh
and
yeah.
Mike Epps
Mike Epps.
hosting
Yeah,
it. Yeah, he hosting.
yeah. Shout out to you, Terry. I appreciate your help, man. You do. And also you, Al, man, you did something for you. We did something with the old school hip hop that I ain't never think I'd be able to do, man. And I, man, salute to you that be able to work with KRS-One, MC Light, Slick Rick, and Dougie Fresh. Man, we had
Yeah,
a banging show. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, definitely,
Um,
definitely.
the stuff that we know now, if we do it now, the stuff we know now, it have
Yeah.
blew the top off. You know what I'm
And
saying?
guess what? Guess what? We stuff like that still could be in the makings, bro. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Because we know better. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
it is what it is.
And I still, still did my thing with my favorite rappers and stuff like that. So I mean, I still promote. I kind of took a chill for a minute because my son got when my son was born. I kind of chill because
Yeah,
now the stakes is high now. So I can't just
yeah,
throw money around. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
You got
yeah.
kids, you gotta. And see, that was a problem that was part of the divorce that I was going through because I knew Jewel had my back, so I
Hmm.
started doing dealing, willing and dealing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And I knew she had my back, and that's what sometimes guys go through. If you know somebody got your back, you start to do some silly shit. You know what I'm saying?
right,
So I can't blame her for the divorce. I blame myself on some stuff too. So
right.
Aren't you married now?
yes, I am. Yes, I am. 7 years, but been in a relationship for. I'm a long term guy.
That's
Long term.
good.
I think we've been together for like 15, 16 years.
Damn.
That's good.
Yeah. Yep.
What
Everything.
made y'all do this podcast?
Actually, Alan, I was doing podcasts when the pandemic hit. It was first I was doing three jokes with a platform. Um, I once again got a couple of people together, like now, what I'm saying, got a couple of people together and formed a podcast, what I'm saying, and actually had my brother involved, John Jay Hendo, Jonathan. Actually had Marcus Anderson with it too. But then with this particular one, Jesus and Hustler, Alan had actually because I had stopped doing a podcast. Alan had reached out to me like, "Hey, let's do this, let's do that." I was like, "All right," but I ain't take it serious. You know what I'm saying? I thought he was just bullshitting. You know what I'm saying? But he was calling me almost every day. I was like, "Okay, well, shit, he on it." So he like how I am. You know what I'm saying? So I said, "Okay, let's go ahead and do it." So I came up with the whole Jesus and Hustler things. It was a spin to it because we're not talking about gangs and stuff. All
No,
through our
not at all.
podcast. It is not even that. And he gave a good knowledge of what Jesus Hustlers is. You know what I'm saying? I can't put it in his words. You got to explain to what Jesus Hustlers is, bro.
Yeah, I mean, we'll do it when, in another show going in depth, man. But we gentlemen, bro. We
Yeah,
gentlemen and hustlers. Everybody else got their own interpretation of what, that G can mean to them. You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah, man. I mean, and I'm glad he did, man, because I mean, I feel more comfortable doing it like this, trying to reach out to the people that we actually know first, and then
Mhm.
eventually make it open not just the guards, just for everybody. You know what I mean?
There go this man in this all block pass.
Hey, I feel good about this shit. You know what I'm saying?
Wait
I'm
till
like
I
a
get
little
me one.
shorty that finally got a pair of nice and decent gym shoes. So
Yeah.
I'm trying to show it off. You did. And send a mad shout out again because we got to keep sending shout outs to Richard Allen. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? That's the big bro. And we rocking with them 100%, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, Terry, I'm all
Get that
into
off
that
my couch.
NFL tomorrow the draft. I'm on that. We try to get that sports podcast going with Jesus and Hustle sport
Yeah.
podcast, whatever.
The
Okay.
NFL draft tomorrow. Mm.
You watching it, Bonnie?
I don't know nothing about nothing but wrestling.
Wrestling. WWE?
WrestleMania 41 was just Saturday and Sunday.
Are you ahead then? You ahead. You're a wrestling head then. I used to watch it. Last I watched it like with a rock and the Stone Cold was like at their peak.
Oh, they old as hell now.
Yeah.
They old as shit.
Yeah.
They just had what's his name? I think that was that Steve Cobb. No, the man that cracked the beers together. His old ass.
Stone Cold.
He almost drowned himself.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he ran. He came out on the scooter and ran into the border and hit some little girl. They wouldn't even let him drive back off. He had to walk off the stage. He was drunk.
Somebody getting sued.
That's what I said. He gets sued
Somebody get sued.
immediately, or they gonna offer her lifetime WWE passes.
Yeah.
You know them colorless people gonna take it.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I rather have the money.
Yeah.
And they rather see the wrestler.
Oh, shit.
Actually, Bonnie, you know something? They ain't the colorless people. They the color people. If you understand what I'm saying.
Okay.
And all look, they be pink, they be blue,
Yeah.
they be pale. We only be our complexion. Our shit don't
I
change.
never thought of it like that.
But
Yeah,
we
they the
color.
colored people.
Yeah, but
We
we
ain't the
color.
colored people. We solid with ours.
Yeah.
We could be different shades, but in our transformation as one person, we don't go through purple, pink, blue, orange, like y'all president.
Like they president.
Yeah, they president.
Yeah. My president ain't the president no more.
Right.
I'm my own president.
Gotta be.
Exactly. Okay, Bonnie, you still up?
I'm still. Would you get out my window growling? Go to your room. Jesus Christ. Sorry. Got
Now you good.
the dog tripping.
We good.
But what was I finna say? I asked you what made you start the podcast. I'm lost. Go, Alan.
No,
Okay. Bro, what is some of the things you got going on right now, bro? All the podcasts, everything you got going on. And we'll talk about the future stuff too, but right now, what you got going on, bro?
really, man, I'm just spending time with my son. I
Yeah,
mean,
that's what's up.
the baseball thing. The baseball thing. He's actually doing good. He played 3 games. Last game he played was Saturday. Actually went 2 for 3. And like I said, just to see him out there doing that,
Mhm.
it's like a chill go through my body. You know what I'm saying? When he hit the ball, I'm like, damn, like
Yeah.
it's a feeling, man. It's one of
Right.
those feelings. And today, it's a little bit different the way we grew up. That we could go outside and just play baseball, just
Yeah.
play baseball with 3, 4 people.
Yeah.
The way these things is now, you can't do that now with
Yeah.
kids. And we all grew up with each other. These kids now don't grow up with each other. You
Right.
know,
Right.
family's not together like that no more.
Nope.
Yeah,
Family
that's
ain't
true.
family.
As I said in the beginning, I grew up, like when you asked me, I grew up with my cousins, you know what I'm saying? And we played sports.
Yeah.
It ain't happening like that nowadays.
Yeah.
Everybody spread apart.
Yep.
So, but that's the thing I'm right now focusing on right now. But he's not like I was. Far as he won't watch the game. I used to watch the game, study the game. He don't
Yeah.
watch it. I gotta teach him. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I'm the type of person. I'm like, I can't teach it. I can't teach it. You gotta know it
Yeah.
Why you feel you can't teach it?
because I know because I know it. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of some people could know something but can't teach it. You know what I'm saying? I know the game, and at a certain point, if you're not doing what I think you should be at right now, I kind of like, I can't do it. But I had to go to the practice with the coach, see how they practice and see how they coach it to understand they're not going to pick it up like that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I kind of got a hang of it now, and he cool with it, but he don't want to go outside and do nothing.
Yeah.
So I got to do it within the house or whatever. Like today, I had to show him because he got an awkward, like a throw. He throw kind of awkward. So today I had him in the house doing some techniques and stuff like that. So it's gonna work out. It's gonna work out.
It is.
Yeah,
You gotta give it time.
yeah, yeah. But that's the only thing I'm
Because
working on right
how old
now.
is he?
7. Yeah, he's young. He's still young. He's 7. So
How long he been playing it?
this is first year. It's first year.
Man, if you don't leave nephew alone, let nephew learn.
But like I said, it's kind of hard. But see, at 7, when I was 7, we was raw talent. You know what I'm saying? We watched the game.
The kids are different than us. That's what we have to learn. They're not
That's what.
us.
Yeah, yeah. That's what I said. I have to go. I had to go to the practice to figure it out.
They don't want to watch the TV and learn. They don't want to. Hell, they don't even want to look at you. They want to play the game.
No, I don't know you know what? Somebody asked me, do I know the cages? I know people about face. Like I said, I didn't go. I didn't hang around a lot of people. I stayed in 17 and 6. That's the farthest I went. Occasionally, I go to them other blocks or whatever, but I didn't hang around a lot of blocks. So I know people by faces, not by names.
I know them cages.
Which cage? Which cage you know?
I know Quinn. Everybody know Malcolm.
Malcolm ain't no cage, but you
He and a family.
definitely that. But did you know Doozy, Zach?
Yeah, I know Deucey.
Yeah, that's one of my cousins too.
And as he called me his other half, Bonnie, but yeah.
Yeah.
I love them peoples. Cause we didn't have internet or phone, and that's right. That's
Yeah,
why we was outside.
yeah,
Yeah.
and
It
that's
was
and that's why. I mean, and that's why. And Paul probably thinks the same way. And that's why I'm a Cub fan. You know what I'm saying? Because we could watch it on WGN Channel 9. We didn't have we had cable, but I still was watching it. It's easy to get Channel 9 than getting cable with Spectrum on TV
yeah.
and all that
Matter
stuff.
of fact, you know something? Not to interject, bro. Y'all was the first one that we knew that had fucking what y'all had special on TV.
Both of them.
Yeah, cause we used to go over there and be trying to fuck with the scramble with the shit.
Yeah, the freaky stuff.
Hey, boy, that was some fun ass days, boy. Hey, shout out to my homie Lundy, man. Dog, man.
Yeah.
That motherfucker, boy. Hey, dog, hey, the way he is now, hey, he always been that way, bro. He a
But
real motherfucker.
I can't wait to have him on because he was a hilarious guy because he used to cut
Yeah.
my hair. Actually, Lundy he could cut hair,
Yeah.
but
I mean, at first he couldn't, though. I mean, hey, he fucked a few motherfuckers up too, bro.
he never got me though. He used to piss me off because he'll cut my hair and then he'll take the clip like I'm about to go. Like in the middle of cut my hair,
Yeah,
I like, hey man, you better sit your
boy.
ass. Lonnie, that's the guy though. That's the boy.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
Y'all
Lonnie
got
was.
stories.
Yeah, yeah. But like I said, and that's why I said I used to hang around like my cousin, but it's always been Allen, the Londies, the Joe Rocks, and the Spanks and stuff like that. So I didn't have to deal with none of the crap that was going on.
Here go Fred. We had VHF, UHF channels 44, 32, and 66.
Yeah, we had
Exactly.
all those channels too. But I mean, we also like I said, we had on TV Spectrum. We had it
No,
all.
he's saying we didn't have on. He's saying he ain't had on TV. Them the channels he had.
And that's why I said my mom. I mean, she set things up in the crib. She set things in the crib that we didn't need for nothing. Like I said, we weren't rich or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But what we needed, we had. You know what I'm saying? We didn't need that much. Shout out to my moms. You know what I'm saying? I can't wait to
Yeah,
have her on the show.
mad,
She'll be on.
mad respect, bro.
Yeah,
I
she'll be
remember,
on the show.
I not to interrupt again, Bonnie, but I remember when we was shorty, right? And your mother come, we're all being 17, kicking it and shit, right? Your mother pull up, like, come to get y'all and shit and be like, Fred, like, come on. Like, I was shy and shit.
Yeah,
And your mom be going to Sears or out there in River Oaks and shit before it was a mall.
yeah.
Bro, and she'd be like it was like any, meeny, money, mo, right?
Who she taking?
Yeah, the extra, everybody could go. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I think y'all had that waggle of tourists,
yeah,
that tourist or something. Bro, real, she like, Alan, you could go. So I get in, I'm super quiet. I'm the wildest little motherfucker ever know, but I'm a super nerd, bro, because I would never get out of pocket around her, bro. Even,
yeah,
all our, parents, bro, you have to turn into a super goofy.
yeah,
Super
yeah,
So
cool.
they don't know they don't know exactly what you're doing out there in them streets, bro. You can't bring that BS around them, bro. But that was
yeah.
one of the stories. I used to always ride with y'all to
Sears.
and
Hey,
then
Yeah.
get
Paul.
some McDonald's and shit for
Paul
free.
said, you remember plastic ball by the Catholic? What the? freak is that?
Yeah, that's still playing baseball. You know what I'm saying? Play with the wiffle balls and stuff like that.
Oh,
The rubber balls and stuff. We did a lot of stuff. We did a lot of stuff. Uh, but yeah, my mom, she slowed down, man, because the stuff that the stuff she let get by now,
Yeah.
mom slowed down. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Mama's slowing down.
Mm.
that's what the kids say, especially when we get a grandkid. My son just said it the other day.
Yeah.
How he get to jump on the couch and I couldn't even sit on the couch. I'm like, boy, shut up. He all right. Leave him
Right.
alone.
Yeah. I can't wait to have her on the show because I mean, I'm gonna bring some stuff out of her that that she's not expecting. Her and my auntie. So
And
that's so,
Dee supposed to come on that show too, right?
yeah, yeah. I don't think she saw my aunties and my moms in a long time. That's what she keep on asking about them. And
Yeah.
they not on face. Well, my mom's not on Facebook. She don't do the Facebook thing. She be want to know how, but she don't need to be on Facebook.
Right.
She on CNN. She watch CNN every day, worrying herself what's going on with CNN.
Right.
That's the wrong app to be. That's the worstest thing to do.
Yeah. No, she's
CNN.
actually watching the channel. You know, CNN all day. You know, so man,
Yeah, that's not good.
no. I try to tell her, but she don't listen though. She don't listen though. But
Dee
no,
Dee talking about, hey, how y'all doing?
we good. We
What
good,
up,
Dee.
Dee?
Hey, misunderstood.
Dee.
If you knew grandkids would like this, I would have had them first.
Like I said, and that's the part that you know what, and that's the part I think I'm gonna miss for my son if I don't, you know. But my wife have a kid, you know what I'm saying? I mean, a daughter about to graduate. Shout out to Micaiah. She about to graduate from college, you know what I'm saying? So
Right.
I've been there since she was 6. So I mean,
Oh yeah, that's
yeah,
that's you.
yeah. So
Uh,
I get experience some parts of it, you know what I'm saying? So it's all good.
uh.
Yep. That's because whatever come is that's your grandbaby.
Yeah. And like I said, and shout out to the stepdad, because I mean my stepdad,
It's not stepdad, it's bonus dad.
yeah, you could call it bonus dad. Yeah.
Bonus dad we ain't stepping on nothing.
Yeah, I mean, you could just call it just straight up dad, you know what I'm saying? Because he was actually there, you know what I'm saying? Because I don't know what, I mean, my biological father was around, you know what I'm saying? But I mean, my stepdad was in the house.
Right.
My dad was in the house, you know what I'm saying?
Uh,
And he had structure, you know what I'm saying? So he was a big guy, you know, and rest in peace to Earl. That was the guy, you know.
Hey Dixie.
yeah, definitely rest in peace,
Yeah.
Terrell.
Dixie, what's up, Dixie? Block 5. We got another Block 5 in the building. Got Block 5 and
Dixie was one of my good friends.
Dixie Williams. Shout out. Block 5 in the building.
Block
Uh,
5 in the building because that's where I originally came from.
Well, yeah, I mean, anybody that's, you know, take upon responsibility of somebody else's kid or whatever, man, shout out to them.
Yes. Big shout out to him.
yeah.
Yeah. It's not an
'Cause
easy job.
it's hard.
Yeah. I think I didn't know how to I knew how to deal with as far as being I gotta say step because I'm gonna keep on saying that, even though I know what you said. But I knew how to deal with it because I was part of that project, you know what I'm saying? That, you
Mm-hmm.
know, how to maneuver around some things with her. But going into this relationship, she was a girl. So it's kind of like, what can I say without offending the
Right.
mom or offending this, you know what I'm saying? So, but it worked. It
Right.
worked. You know what I'm saying? I don't have any complaints. I mean, some things I was like, I don't know. I don't know how to deal with that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But it's it's about getting respect. If you respect me, I'm gonna respect you. So that's all that matters at the end of the day. If you respected each other, it's gonna work.
Right. That's all it is respect.
Yeah. And I, you know, like I said, she about to graduate, you know what I'm saying? And um now the real life begins.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
but she picked up some of my habits though. I mean, that's funny, you know. She picked up my habits. It's kind of weird because she got an attitude like me too.
I mean, why wouldn't she? You've been around her since she was 6.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. That's kind of funny to me. She's like
She
me,
live
but
in
my
the
son,
house with you.
yeah, but my son is not like me. He's a character, but he's not like me.
He gonna be.
Yeah,
He gonna be. He gonna grow into it. But they say most boys imitate their moms and the girls imitate, the father. So,
yeah. What
you
you think,
gonna
Bonnie? What you think about that?
I'm trying to think of my kids, and I'm trying to think of me and my brother. Don't need. Well, I guess my brother do act like my mama.
mm,
Yeah, but my boys act like me.
Yeah,
uh,
I think I take. I
Yeah,
got features of my dad, but I think I act like my mom.
uh,
I look like my daddy.
Uh,
Yeah, I'm my daddy. Yeah, because my daddy will go postal in 0 seconds. Yeah, I'm my daddy. And my brother is just like my mama. They old. They sit in the house and be talking about. Well, let me call you back. My program on.
yeah. What's that? And before we even get off, I want to give a shout out. I want to give a shout out to my dad, my biological father, Pee Wee. They call him Pee Wee.
uh,
And I think and if he see this, I know I should be talking to him more than I do. You know what I'm saying? But circumstance, I'm about to talk to him one on one. You know what I'm saying? I think we need that father and son talk. You know what I
Yep.
yeah,
mean? Nothing bad or whatever the reason we're not talking or we don't talk like we should talk, but he's getting older too, and I think I gotta cherish some of these moments or whatever, you know what I'm saying?
definitely.
Before it's, like I said, I had 3 girlfriends in my life, and all 3 of them are gone. Like
Mm,
not even on earth no more. You know what I'm saying?
Dang.
Yeah. So this, like I said, this is therapy for me. Talk about certain things. And I'm going to get into that in part 2 of a lot of stuff that went on in my life that nobody knows at all. Some serious stuff that went down. You know what I'm saying?
okay.
I'm gonna say because the last time we was on here, I was hearing that whoever smoke detector need a 9-volt battery. It's
That's
only it's $1.25 at the Dollar Tree.
that ain't me. That's Al.
It might be me. Yeah, ain't no telling, bro.
I
I got
mean,
all
because
this.
whoever it is, they so used to hearing it that they
Yeah.
don't hear it.
Yeah.
I don't even hear no more. Fuck
That motherfucker still beeping from last month.
it. Probably for the last 3-4 years. Shit,
It
ain't no telling.
probably. I'm
Ain't no
surprised.
telling.
I don't please.
All
I
I
keep
worry
hearing it
about
like, oh
is the
Jesus.
carbon monoxide detector. That's all I
Now
worry
carbon
about.
monoxide detectors do not beep. Mine ain't beeping.
No, I'm saying that's all I worry about.
Oh no, you better worry
Right.
about that fire alarm too.
Nah,
Yeah,
nah, 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 nah.
yeah, you
It's
don't
so
want to wake
many
up.
around this motherfucker. Some gonna catch.
Yeah, you don't want to wake up dead.
I want to see. I want to see a motherfucker do that. I want to see a motherfucker wake up and they dead.
Right.
How you gonna know?
Oh man.
He said he don't want to wake up dead.
Right.
Damn. I'm just
No.
saying that it's been beeping. Look,
But no, I like I said, I think this right here, this segment, because I actually was going to do a book called "Cracks in the Wall." I'm still probably working towards that. Um, but I want to give people an idea what I'm gonna be talking about if I do decide to do the book. You know,
Yeah.
what's up, Isaiah?
Azalea said, not said.
Shout out to Isaiah. She been a loyal supporter. Fred too. I mean, everybody that's on here. Rebecca just came back on Facebook. I don't know where she been. I think she in love.
Red said we ain't have to worry about no carbon monoxide. We had radiators.
Right. And pipes. We
Right,
had pipes in 17.
We had pipes too.
And hot ass pipes.
right, right.
He also
what?
said,
Hey, what we
newsflash,
say? Hey,
adult
that's
kids are
that was
worse
our
when
dryer,
they
bro.
grown because they ask for more money instead of 20 and 30. It's like 15 or 2,000.
Who is that?
Hey, my kids will tell you it's different. I'm asking for money.
Yeah.
Hey, can you cash out me some money?
uh,
Miss D said asbestos.
yeah.
Yeah.
That was that. Ah.
Hey, that's
Block
why. Hey,
17 had them asbestos pipes.
Yeah.
that's why majority of the guys was motherfucking violent.
Yeah.
Yep, that's why all of us, something wrong with all of us drinking that
Uh,
nasty, stinking, smelling ass, horrible water,
Yeah.
uh.
Yeah.
smelling that horrible smell. It smells so bad. When I was just in Chicago, I was like, I do not miss this smell. It makes me sick to my stomach now.
And where you at right now?
I'm in Minnesota.
So you should be smelling baloney all the time. All the goddamn white people up there.
Guess what? I'd rather
And
smell baloney than to
mayonnaise.
smell some shit that I don't know what the fuck it is.
That's
Well, at the end of the day, you get used to it, like the sounds of the.
No, nope, no, no, no.
You just know you close to the guards. Where if you sleep and you driving to the
You
guards,
know exactly when you hit right there.
yeah.
that should wake you up.
130. You like, damn, I'm here.
That should wake you
Because that's
up.
what I said when we got there. I was like, I don't smell nothing. I was like, oh shit, yeah, we here. Get off right there.
Right. No.
And that's bad that it smell like that still. And that water tastes horrible.
We didn't know it tastes horrible. We thought it was the shit.
No, well, it tastes horrible now.
You know what's the funny part about it, bro? I think we missing it on a couple shows back. Drinking out of that water fountain in Carver Park, bro. And
Yeah.
up at the Catholic,
Catholic.
bro.
Yeah.
Bro, and all them insane lunatic motherfuckers that used to be out there, bro. We was actually drinking that water, bro. And motherfuckers be like, let it run for a little bit.
Yeah.
Boy,
We get cold. You get cold.
like it's gonna run all the
Oh,
germs and shit out there. The
shit.
motherfucker they spit in that shit, boy. It was terrible growing up out there,
Ah.
bro.
Or the water fountain in Golden Gate. Like,
Yeah,
ugh.
Ah.
Why they
man.
do that?
But
Yeah.
if it's motherfucking 90 degrees outside, shit, you about you. I stay in 17. If we up at Carver Park, yeah, yeah,
You gonna cup
Yeah.
your hand
Okay.
and
yeah, for to quench that thirst.
Yeah. Playing in that goddamn fire hydrant.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
hated the fire hydrant.
I can't get wet.
I hated the fire hydrant, and I hated that I lived in block 10 that stop and you get off because Keith, Johnny, Black Sean, Keontae, Max, all they badasses used to chase us with water and dunk us in. I
Definitely.
Yeah.
hated the fire hydrants, bro.
I
I
can't
didn't
get
like
wet.
the
That was the
fire hydrants.
that was the word. I can't get wet. My mama said I can't get wet.
They did not care,
Shit.
and they didn't care who you was on the bus or off the bus. You
Yeah.
was gonna get splashed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
They'd have chased you home with the water and everything. Like, I hated the fire hydrants.
Isaiah said that was the best water back in the days. It
It
was. We
was.
we
Yeah.
didn't think about that stuff.
Yeah.
The
That was the
best
crime.
water was out the water hose. You
Yeah.
tasted the iron and shit.
Yo, that's facts.
Walk past somebody's yard like, I'm thirsty. Let me drink out this
Right.
hose.
Right. Then they tell you, cut my water off like you played a water bill.
Right. Especially back then.
Or trying to figure out why your water was running low in the house
No.
because they left the fire hydrant on all day.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
now we ain't got no water pressure.
Right. Let's see, Fred got what he got there.
You have to be a pro with the fire hydrant. Do you need a tire and a good stick?
Yeah.
Oh my
Yep.
God, I hated that. They grab that motherfucking stick and they be like, psh,
Yeah,
I
Fred,
hate
no.
it.
Yeah, Fred, no.
Y'all, because first of all, why did y'all play so much?
I didn't do it.
I
I
did.
didn't do it. I didn't put people in the water because I didn't want nobody to put me in
Shit,
there.
I
And
did.
see, said, that's the problem. You lived life a little too safe.
Yeah, I did. But that's the way I, like I said, I didn't want no problems with my moms. I just didn't want. I didn't.
Okay, okay.
She never had to come up to. She never had to come up to the school for me
Um,
or my brother. Never.
my mom had to come to the school. And then when they found out my mama was my mama, they
Oh.
started treating me wrong. Like, oh, you Craig sister. I was like, God damn.
Set it
I had
up.
to ask him, like, boy, what did you do in high school?
Hello. I mean, yeah. I think I did. I think I played it safe all my life in the guards and even in school. You know, like I said, I wasn't the smartest person, but I wasn't dumb. You know what I'm saying? I
Right.
played it safe. I didn't want to be the smartest kid because I didn't want to be called a nerd. I didn't want to be the dumbest kid because I didn't want to be called a dumb. So I stayed in the middle.
Yeah.
I stayed
And
in the
that's
middle.
crazy. You tried to not be called a nerd, and I thought you was a nerd.
Yeah, see, here go the bullshit right now. Here we go.
Mm.
Here come the shit right here.
I thought you was a
but,
stuck up
but
out
why?
of the garden ass nigga.
But why? Because I didn't say anything?
Because you didn't carry yourself like the niggas in the gardens.
But was that a turn off?
I like bad boys.
Okay, so there was a turn off then. It was a turn off.
I don't know, like I thought you are a handsome guy, yes, but yeah, no. I was always chasing them behind the thugs.
But you know what?
Besides Darnell.
But see that was part of my breakup when I was with Jewel. It was she wanted that bad boy image, you know what I'm saying? I just wasn't that guy, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't, you know. I wasn't. Now, like I said, that'd be in part two. I could break some things down on that. I'm gonna break some things down on that too. And when she told me that shit, I was mad as hell. Like, what the fuck? You want a bad boy? Like the fuck?
Because it's like, I don't know what to do with a good guy. Turn his ass bad.
I mean, but see, but what you want now? Do you still want a bad boy?
Hell no.
See, see, that's the thing right there. Let's see,
Man, to hell with Miss Roach
Miss
and
Loach,
Mr. Wisemazak.
Mr. Kazmazak.
Mr.
I
I
remember that
couldn't
guy.
Casmazak.
stand Mr. Wisemazak and Miss Loach.
Hey, you know something? I used to be in the office hey, bro, I used to be in the office so many days, bro. I
A
used to go
shaking
walk
ass.
behind the counter and go directly in Miss Lowe's office, bro. Just being there. She looked like, what the fuck you doing up here?
That was a classroom.
Boy, I look, boy, I'm like, boy, that bench was hard as hell. I'm trying to go home. Just send me home. You got me sitting on this hard ass
He
bench.
used to get on my nerves coming down the hallway.
Yeah, right.
When
Yeah.
did this big bitch come?
Yeah, big tall motherfucker.
Big tall ass. And while her head always was moving,
Boy, Mr. Hen didn't like her at all.
oh, Mr. Hendon like nobody. Damn you,
Yeah.
boy.
Hmm.
We got questions up. Now we got statements, comments up in there. Could y'all catch those?
Mr. Cheeks was the best teacher at Carver Primary School. Miss Cheeks was the Dixie. Yep. Gotta give it up for Miss Cheeks.
Miss
Her
Cheeks.
son played on the 76ers.
Oh, Miss Cheeks. Yeah, that Miss
Yep.
Cheeks. Yeah.
Her
Her-
breath, bro, she used to always drink peach knee highs. And I swear that lady smelled like peach knee highs.
yeah. Her son was Maurice Cheeks.
Maurice Cheeks.
Yeah, he played for the Philadelphia 76ers. Shout out to Miss Cheeks. She rest in peace too. He said it's a
Red said Miss Loach was 6'12 walking sideways.
duh.
And Miss Seaberry was fat with her scratching ass thighs.
Aaron Brown said I played it safe as well. Yeah, man.
Aaron, no, you didn't.
Aaron said he played it safe.
Aaron Brown. No, you did not. See, no. You tell it to somebody that don't know you. I know you like this.
What was the turn? She said not.
Not a turn off. She said being a good guy wasn't a turn off.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it wasn't, but it just, I didn't know what to do with somebody that was just so Come here, baby. Let me pull the chair out for you.
Wow.
Yeah, I didn't deal with people that tried to go upside my head because I fight. So if
what
you
you wanted
wanted
the
to
guys?
fight, don't come over
Your
here.
your type of guy was sit your ass down, shut up.
And who the fuck you think you're talking to? I'm gonna sit down, but I ain't gonna shut up.
So what kind of bad boy do you like then?
I like them, but I'm just I don't know, said like I like bad boys, but I'm a girl boy, you know? I don't know.
Gotcha.
So you like confrontation.
I
That's what
don't
you like.
like confrontation because I can't control my anger.
Uh, what sign is you?
I'm a person that don't like to get angry because once I start sweating, you better go. And I sweat instantly. If
What's your
I do
sign?
this, leave.
What's your sign?
Aquarius.
Oh, what? What you a
Feb-
January?
February the 2nd. No, I'm February the 2nd. Real one. Big Aquarian.
Hmm. I would have
Quinn
knew.
said, fuck Miss Lowe. She took all my spike shit.
Boy,
Oh God. What spike stuff?
probably the wristband and all of
Yeah.
Oh
that.
yeah, the wristbands. Yeah, you would go fuck somebody up with those, Quinn.
At those in those days, y'all was still in hubcaps making like butt buckles. When
No,
Man,
y'all
bro.
was we ain't gonna say you said.
that was Allen.
Man,
Yeah,
listen.
that was Allen and them.
Yeah.
Bro, I had a motherfucking cutlass.
See?
Back then, bro, you know the colors was fly. 87, 86 colors, bro. Look, we would pop, bam, get the screwdriver because you know it's one groove in there.
Yeah.
Pop, hook the belt up, bro. Motherfucker was fly, man, on some straight hood shit.
But y'all was straight using them as weapons too.
That's what, hey, bro, that's what it was for.
That's
Fuck
Right.
what it
all
was
that.
for. They wrapped that belt around their hand.
Uh,
Oh shit. We taking it
I
back.
forgot about that one, said.
Yeah.
I forgot about that. I know that was the style. I remember the style. I just want to know what did she take from you?
Yeah.
man, you know something? Remember, that was the style then
Yup,
when
and the
motherfuckers had them
neon.
checkerboard hoodies, big ass coats. Well,
Yeah.
my man Rod used to go pill him up at Zayre's on 115.
Zers. Ah.
Hey, Rod, hey, he supplied all the females with them jackets, bro. Rod was cold as hell, man. That's my homie, man.
Well, nobody better than Damien though.
Oh, yeah.
Damien was a beast in stealing.
Yeah. Hey,
Damien Figures. Rest in peace. He was the Robin Hood.
yeah,
He come in there, give you a look. I was actually with him a couple of times when he went to go lift.
yeah,
See, y'all don't know about that. I wasn't a lifter. I played it safe. I was in the car.
yeah,
Yours was for fashion, Quinn. I know that's right, girl.
Yeah, rest in peace, Damien. That was the guy. That was a guy. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. We used to have a lot of fun.
yeah.
These kids nowadays don't know nothing about nothing. And when they get older, they ain't gonna be able to sit around and have a podcast or talk to their classmates about what they did and how they was. They ain't gonna be able to do that.
The fact
Right.
that we still here is says a lot. I mean, we accomplished. We've been through a lot. You know what I'm saying? To still be here,
Yeah, yeah.
that's
It's
a
a
lot.
blessing, bro. It's definitely a blessing, man.
Because we got a lot that ain't here, but
Yeah,
the ones that's here,
yeah,
I be grateful when I see them. I'm like, oh, okay, all
yeah.
right, you know.
Don't worry. That's my Dexcon. Not my Dexcon. My Libre. I'm a diabetic. My sugar getting low.
Right.
You're supposed to have a piece of candy on the side of you at all times.
I thought I did, but I don't know. Oh, I do got it. One. I got the Jolly Ranch. What do we call these? Wait,
Wine
hold on.
candies.
Yeah, I told my wife. She's like wine candy. I was like,
We
yeah,
was just arguing. I was just arguing with somebody on Facebook about that. They
yeah,
talking about no, we call them Jolly Ranchers. No, we
Man,
call them
nobody call
wine
no
candies
damn
and the Jolly
Johnny.
Rancher sticks.
yep,
Thank
Right.
you.
yep. We call it wine candy. She's like wine candy. Why they call it wine candy? I don't know, but it's called wine candy.
Oh, here go Red. Man, I don't know what y'all talking about. I had the best jeans in the gardens.
What's the
Guess
Jordache?
jeans. Guess the name of these jeans.
Yeah, the smacks. Fred, you had the smacks.
Red is crazy as for real. What you had on, some Wranglers? Right, wine candy for me too, Azalea. I told them, like, I don't know. I'm from Chicago. They did not call. Well, baby, I'm from Allgale Gardens, and maybe we had a different language than what you had, but those are wine candy and Jolly Rancher sticks.
You know
Cause
what?
not
I just
not all
wait.
of them is fire sticks.
You know what I just realized, and I apologize. Miss Hill was our first candy lady in
Yep.
17.
Shout out to Dee Dee. And
Yeah,
may she rest in peace, rest in peace, Miss Hill, bro.
yeah. She was our first candy lady. She had a lot of wine candy.
Yeah. Cause hey, remember when we used to go to our back door, you had to be standing like two people at one time. And
Yeah.
you know I'm trying to goddamn it. Boy, she used to catch me air rib, be like, you barred.
You was always bald.
Hey, hey, bro, it was rough growing up, bro. We ain't had bread like that, bro.
Daphne said, "Get you some soft peppermint." Said,
I got some. You know what? And there's certain things that actually take my sugar too high. You know, but what actually will help me out was Skittles. I can eat like a little bag of Skittles. That'll get me right, and then it level me out. I don't know why. I thought it'd take me straight high, but it'll take me up a little bit, and then it'll level out for whatever. But I try to peppermint as well.
uh, uh, he
Aaron,
go red again. I hit on the best clothes. Hand me down.
hand me down. What
Aaron
else?
said, yeah, Damien was a beast, and Damien was one of the first cats that I saw start selling candy bars out the hood.
Yeah, he.
R.I.P.
You talking about a hustler?
Yeah.
Damien was a straight hustler.
Hmm.
Big.
Yes, Dixie, the wine candies was good in pickles, and I didn't like the peppermint sticks.
What? The peppermint and the pickle was good. You
I
girls,
didn't like it. I
y'all
like
girls
the
like that
rainbow
shit.
peppermint stick. Hey, Tiny Slices! Shout out to Tiny and all her sliced pickles.
We wanted to bring her on the show. I don't know. She being bougie. Now she's being bougie.
Who
She,
that?
my friend ain't bougie. She just got a lot
Yeah.
going on, trying to get the pickles up and running. Don't do my friend.
She don't want to come on the show to get them pickles. You know what I'm saying?
She coming. Give
Yeah.
her some time.
Yeah. She's a little bit too busy for us. She popular.
Now you trying to use some stuff that I used on you. Don't be trying to do my friend.
No, she
Tiny,
good.
cause they too busy. You got trying to put your stuff on the shelves. She got a clothing line coming through. I need a t-shirt. Right, say
Shout
it
out.
crazy. I know, girl.
Yeah, shout out to Terry because I've been knowing her since it was kindergarten.
Quinn said guests ain't got shit on Gloria Vanderbilt, Calvin Klein, and Vidal Sassoon.
Oh shit, she went back. She went back.
Right, Terry. I got your back, boo.
Yeah, she's doing big things. I mean, shout out to
Doing
Terry.
big
She's doing.
things with them pickles. I can't wait to get a jar of them. I
You
already
haven't
know I'm
tasted
gonna eat
yet?
the whole jar in a whole one sitting.
You haven't had any yet?
No, I haven't. I got to get my shipping up. I got to get some shipping, and
They're actually
I
good
want
because
I want to try all of them because baby, I love pickles.
and they didn't do none of my sugar neither. So I was like, I was good for that. Even with
Oh,
the
that's
flavor,
good.
yeah, the flavor it didn't do nothing to my sugar at all.
Yeah, I make my own Kool-Aid pickles. I've been doing that for years, but I want to try somebody else's, and I want to try some spicy slices.
Yeah, with the
Sergio Valente jeans, y'all is going way Kmart back.
yeah, see Mark and Dalton.
Ventures and Zares days.
that
Probably even got them from Woolworths.
was in Rosen when
Or
it was in
B&B
Rosen.
fashion.
Hmm.
Hmm.
When I was just in Chicago, I went to Roseland. Why is it so dry?
Yeah, I ain't been up there in a while.
I went on a Saturday. Wasn't no stores open. Like, where's the people?
I think they just go there for the donuts now.
Well, I went for a donut. Yeah.
Yeah. What Aaron got there?
Erin said I had her send me some to Minnesota. Them mofos are good as hell. I ordered 3 of them jars.
I didn't know she. I didn't know she shipped. I didn't know she
Yeah.
shipped. Okay. Okay.
Here go red Kmart blue light specials. Real talk.
Hmm. Payless shoes.
Payless shoes. Boy, I missed that. I ain't had
That
a
one.
good pair of sandals since. My big ass feet. I'm so serious. A lot of people do not make size 12 women's shoes.
You a
But
size
god
12?
damn.
Hell yeah. I'm 6 feet in the size 12.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Okay. So
yeah.
you was hooping up at Carver?
No, I just said that. I asked my brother to teach me how to play basketball because everybody know Craig thought he was baby Jordan, but he taught me something different.
Out there being thug life.
And then when we moved up here and they came out with the women's NBA, he had to call me and apologize because we could be rich right now. I was really into basketball because of Miss Shabazz.
Miss Shabazz. Shout out to Miss Shabazz. I forgot
Yep,
about
she
her.
had me learning how to drill. She taught me how to dribble the ball and go between my legs with it. I was really enthused. And that nigga
Mm.
was like, "No, we ain't doing that." Why we say what? Like what? Three Sisters was the thing.
Hmm.
Shit, Gailey.
Aaron, you got to tell me something that I don't know already.
Hmm. Yeah.
That's wrote downtown. That's crazy. Y'all is really going back.
The Giant Beauty Supply.
SS Chris K. Red talking about street pharmaceutical sales.
Huh.
That's exactly what he taught me.
I talking about Fred Ward. Keep on saying Red. Like who the hell is Red? You talking about Fred?
Fred, yeah. I don't
Yeah.
call him. I did not know the man's name until Facebook.
One on nobody.
And
You from
I
the
ain't gonna
garden?
lie, I thought Noonie name was Noonie. Right hand of God.
But
Mm.
you still a little bit off. This is Fred Wood, not Redwood.
I call Fred Red.
Oh, okay. Okay, my bad.
That's what they call him, Red.
You sure?
Isaiah said,
You sure?
No,
wait, wait, wait,
we're
hold
not
on.
talking about Redwood. We're talking about Fred Wood.
Yeah.
Not Noonie, brother.
Wait, no,
Oh,
no.
that ain't Noonie brother?
No,
Wait,
no, no, that ain't real.
Okay.
hey, Al,
Yeah.
look
Hey,
at
Azalea, I am not ashamed of my shoe size, Bookie.
yeah, we had that look like, like
I am not ashamed of my shoe size, cause no, when I tell a motherfucker, hey, these 12s hurt. They back up.
oh.
They back up. They give me 50 feet.
Oh boy. 50
And
feet.
I wouldn't look right 6 feet with no little feet. I'ma fall.
What?
If my feet were small, I would fall.
Yeah.
You'll
Big
tip over.
goofy.
I will fall over. I wouldn't have no balance.
Be a straight goofy.
Who the hell just called somebody a straight goofy?
I'm just saying.
No.
I'm just saying.
What the hell? What in the?
No, if you got small feet, you'll be a big goofy.
Yeah, I would be a big dumb goofy. But I'm not gonna lie. From 7 to 12, I was 7 in the 7, 8 in the 8, 9 in the 9, 10 in the 10, 11 in the 11. When I got to 12 and got to a 12, it just stopped. Hallelujah.
Definitely couldn't get, man.
I am proud of my shoe size, girl.
You ain't got no other choice.
Oh, well, cousin, you know what? I didn't even think of that. Like I had your cousin in the household whom played basketball like he was Jordan. He should
Yeah,
have
he
taught
was
me.
cold though.
What up,
Bro was
Dino?
That
cold
nigga
though.
had that do-rag on, that do-rag he flying in the wind.
Uh, broke a hoop.
He can't hoop no more. That nigga just pushed that walker.
Is
Talk shit.
he on here tonight?
No, my brother Craig don't get on
Social media.
Facebook. He got
Oh.
Facebook, but he don't get on it.
Oh, okay.
What up,
No,
Dino?
that's my cousin told me I should have told him I wanted to play basketball. But I just felt like hell. Craig was the best. I always see this fucking do-rag doing like this.
Yeah.
And that nigga told me, no, go, let me show you this. Get this. Chip at it. I was like, chip at it?
Hmm.
Straight up hustler.
My mama kicked his ass.
Yeah. We got a few more minutes and then we'll jump out of here because I'm 10:45 over here.
What we
It's
gonna do?
10:45 where you at?
Let's
Yeah.
do
Damn.
let's do kicking it up top, bro. And we're gonna have Bonnie ask the questions, 2 questions for each round.
The hawk complete, y'all.
What we kicking it up top for? What we doing up top?
The 2
We're gonna
questions.
ask you two.
Okay, okay, all right.
Oh, you get it?
All right. I'm kicking
Ask
it
said
off.
the 2 questions.
Which y'all liked it better? CYC or the Children's Building?
Children building. Because I had a lot. It was a lot of well, for me, it was a lot of activities up there with Mr. What was that Valentine? He had a basketball team and all that, and it was close to the swimming pool. It was all the same.
Yeah.
I go at this children building.
I think y'all asked this already. Grocery store chick. That's where I got that from.
Yeah.
I mean,
But
you
yeah,
can ask any question you want.
Carver or Catholic?
we shit. Catholic.
Nope. Carver or Aldrich?
Fuck Aldrich. We on Carver.
Man, Aldridge, come on, bro. You can't shit completely on Aldridge, bro. Aldridge was small, but it was rough up there, bro.
A bunch of dummies over
That might be true.
eating them chokies. Y'all had
Everybody with the
chokies.
Aldrich is kind of salute.
Eating them chokies.
Uh,
Couldn't beat us in no games.
No.
that's true. That's true.
So everybody that went to Aldrich was whack.
Wait, Dino
I
said
wouldn't say that, but it is what it is, though.
Dino, what you mean? You would say Our Lady of the Gardens.
because he went to Catholic, right? He went to Catholic school, ain't? Oh yeah. He had them nuns over there.
Hey,
It was beating y'all ass with them rulers.
my cousin was the craziest in Block 6. CYC with Miss Hasley. Who the
Hazley?
Hazley? Who was that?
I ain't know her.
I liked the CYC building because I couldn't do a lot in the children's building because my Uncle Bobby worked up in there.
But they used to give away food too up there at CYC, right?
Yeah, but
Yeah,
I still
in the
that's probably
summertime.
the only thing I went for or a summer program. But you talk about running around, being fast up in there. No, my Uncle Bobby worked up in there, and
But you
Uncle
know
Bobby didn't
something?
play that shit.
In the wintertime, that's when the children building used to be popping, man. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying? It's
I didn't go out in
cold.
the winter.
And we, like again, me and a couple of homies, we was barred from going in that air bar for a week or so. We'd go right in the grass. Back then, they ain't had them bars and shit. Have
No.
motherfucker on inside, open up the window, we sneak in and shit.
Huh.
Then you gotta stay in the room until you gotta use the bathroom.
Huh.
Then you have one of the guys watching, you know what I'm saying, the little security guy. But those
Yeah.
dope days, bro. I swear to God. And it was good fights up there too.
Yep. The swimming
Wait,
pool
wait, wait, wait.
I loved the swimming pool too.
Happening. Aldridge, I thought Aldridge was closed.
Now
No,
all
all
just
just
still up.
not cold. Ain't that where Honest work at?
I didn't know that. I thought they closed that down. Damn.
Honest work at,
Nah, all just
a
still
lot of
open,
them
bro.
work out there in them schools.
Is Carver still open?
Yeah.
Copper Middle?
Yeah.
No.
Carver Mill not open no more?
No, that's been closed.
So everybody going to Aldridge then out there?
No, they go to the to the F building
Okay.
and then they graduate.
Oh wow.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Why they close Carver Middle?
They turned it to, was it Bond or something. It was a charter school for a minute, and
Wow.
then they closed it. All the charter schools was getting closed down.
Well, maybe because I mean
Wow.
they knocking all them, knocking everything down. So it's probably not that many people out there like it was when we was coming up. Neither.
Exactly.
Man, they trying to wipe us out
Yeah, they already did.
bit by bit. They trying to take away our whole little hood. Like, where you from? Shit, our shit don't exist like them other motherfuckers that live behind the gates.
Mm.
Yeah.
But what we
I
do
did my
is
two, Alec.
see.
Okay, bros. We got the same shit every week, but we gonna switch it up just a little bit, like we did last week. For the bougie restaurant, when we got old enough to take somebody to a restaurant. We gonna say Chili's or old what is that, Old Corral or some shit?
Golden Corral.
Golden Corral.
Uh, well, Chili wasn't a buffet, was it? I mean, 'cause what,
No, it wasn't a buffet. No.
okay, I had to go with Golden Corral because I mean that was buffet. I could have what I want.
Now you should have went back in the day. Old Country Buffet or Shakey's.
Yeah,
I
okay,
would say
we'll go with that.
Shakey's. I take Shakey's.
Chuck E.
Yeah,
Cheese or Showbiz?
they the same thing.
No, they not. Showbiz had the bear. Chuck E. Cheese got the mouse.
See, you had kids. I didn't have kids. I
No,
don't know.
we went to Showbiz as a kid.
Well, it's
The fucking bear up there playing the motherfucking guitar. That
yeah.
ugly ass. I don't know if she was a bird or what she was. Come on, man.
Yeah. Chuck E. Cheese. I mean,
No.
Showbiz.
Chuck E. Cheese got the goddamn rat. He don't do shit.
Yeah, he go out there and scare the kids.
Uh,
Here we go with Nooney's Restaurant or Hoagie Shop. Oh, Lord.
uh, it always been a hoagie shop. I
okay,
say,
well let's do it like this then. Let's say Mr. Ike's or the game room. Sal. Remember the game room in the tunnel?
yeah. I still go with Mr. Ike.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was on point. What y'all got?
Terry said Mr. Ike.
Okay, bro. Since we interviewing you, bro, we gonna go with Sean Dunston or what's his name? That used to be the coach of the Sox,
Oz
the
again?
Latino guy.
Oz again?
Yeah.
You know me, man. I'm gonna go with Sean Dunston. I'm a Cub fan.
Okay.
What they say?
Fred said that's what he was talking about. Mr. Ike's or Nooney's.
That's what he said. The hoagie. He said a hoagie shop.
The Hoagie Shop or Nooney's Restaurant.
Yeah. It's Mr. Ike. I'm going with Mr. Ike.
Everybody
Mhm.
gonna always go with Mr. Ike because Mr. Ike started at the house. Like, we going to block one and get us a hoagie.
Yeah.
Right. Right. Right.
$5 got you a meal.
Uh, everybody saying Ike.
My cousin.
Everybody's what was I mean? What? I ain't gonna do that.
What?
Nothing.
See that we see. You can't do me like that.
Yeah. No, I would say because no. Why people don't? I haven't seen not one person say Noonie. What was going on there? Because I really never went to Noonies. I went to a couple of times when he was up over there by the chicken farm. Where his store was at the chicken farm.
Right.
I haven't had anything from Nooney's, even when he had the restaurant here. By the time I made it there, I don't think it was there no more.
What made you go to Minnesota?
My mama sent me to Minnesota because I was gang banging, and she swore up and down that I had somebody shooting in the block.
Yeah.
They came over there and was shooting. They shot up Block 11, and just so happened the bullet went through our window. And she like, you out there gang banging, and I went through it with your brother, and I'm not gonna go through that with you. You a girl. You're going to your daddy. I was like, damn. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, you was out there. You was out there. You was
I
causing ruckus.
wasn't.
Yeah, yes, you was.
I wasn't.
You and your size 12 was causing problems.
I wasn't. I just had an attitude. Back then, I was still trying to find me, figure me. So I had a big attitude problem. And I didn't like her authority figure. So when she said she was sending me to my daddy, I'm like, I'm his only child. Send me, I'll run him. I'm gone.
well, and you never thought to come back?
Nope, because when I was there, I got there in December 18th, 92. My brother got out in 93. My mama moved to Minnesota September 5th of 1993.
So she ended up going to Minnesota too, ain't?
Yeah, she only came to Minnesota because my brother's best friend got shot, and I seen it, and we seen him die, and she just was like, she ain't finna take no more. Her son to be next, so she moved.
Okay, gotcha.
And I didn't want to leave. I can show you the picture when we packed up the U-Haul, Craig off, and I was crying. I did not want to come back to motherfucking Minnesota. I wanted to stay home.
Okay, bro. Hey.
He said CTA or RTA?
Yeah.
Back in the day, CTA or RTA. What the hell is the RTA?
That was PACE. It was basically PACE.
Oh.
That was the bus. That was the bus that go through between 17, 3, and then go all the way up top and then get on the expressway to go to 95th.
Yeah, was the RTA?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could catch the bus right there in Block 4. Right in front of 3.
Yes, that's what my brother's dad, he used to work with the RTA. That's what him and my mom's met. He's working in the RTA. That's how they met.
That's my big bro, your daddy. I know Azalea because if my mama hadn't left Allgale Gardens, I would not have my brother, and that is stamped in stone, and it was gonna be proven that my mama not left.
I think I still, because even when I moved out the garden, it was like I was still in the guards though, you know. So I just never, and then because Fred, he always stayed out there, so he stayed at Block 10. Was it 10? Nah. Then when he got sick, that kind of like just threw me. That'd be part 2. I would go with part 2 with that. I mean, because it's a lot of stuff with that too. So, but
so who you got,
yeah, because when I left Chicago, I stayed in Chicago. Everybody like, you moved back? I'm just here visiting. I'll be there 4-5 months, still there visiting.
Shit.
Bro, who you got, De La Soul or Tribe?
Tribe. You know what? I'm Tribe.
We gotta introduce some hip hop into the show.
Yeah.
De La Soul or Tribe? That's hard.
Who you got?
I don't ask me. I just said that was hard.
So you can say both.
Cause I'm gonna say both. Cause De La Soul, Tribe Called Quest, yeah.
You know what? I'm a late bloomer on De La Soul. I always been when Tribe Called Quest came out. I was always Tribe Called Quest. De La Soul kind of. I'm going with Tribe. I'm gonna go with Tribe because I like Five Dog. Five Dog was a beast.
Yeah.
This probably over our audience head over here. They don't know about that.
Who?
The audience, the people up in the chat.
Oh,
they probably don't go with that one.
They probably don't know nothing about Kwame either.
No. The polka dot.
Polka dots.
The polka dots.
The man that and brought us the half blonde, half black.
Yeah, oh yeah, you know your shit.
I stayed. That's because maybe I was bad.
No, that's not
because I stayed on punishment.
But even mentioning those rappers, how did you become bad? I mean, those are
because I stayed on punishment. So I had to be doing something. My mom put me on punishment 1 year for the whole summer. So I had to be doing something bad.
Okay, Isaiah said De La Soul for her.
Yeah, now that I think about it, yo, I had to be a bad kid because I used to be on punishment a whole lot. I was always hanging out my window. I had two windows, the
Eh,
front window and the side window on the back. So I was hanging out of either one.
That's because she went with De La Soul. I know about both. I mean, I really didn't talk to you, Isaiah, like that, and that's something that's good. That's good to know. I mean, that females was into hip hop. Like,
Ronald Lightfoot, was I a bad kid?
what up, Ron?
Ronald, was I a bad kid?
You about to put a whole paragraph on that on your ass, on it.
You know, I have to ask the people on my half. And Ronald was one. Was I a bad kid? No, I probably was. I wish Derek Dyer was on here.
She already did. He
Always yelling out the damn window. Hell yeah. And one time I was on punishment, I was dropping water balloons out on everybody that was walking through the yard.
Oh, that's why y'all ass went to Minnesota. Come on, man. You just said you was one bad. You throwing water balloons out the window and all that stuff.
And Danielle came back and told my mama, like, Bonnie was throwing water balloons out the window at like 10 o'clock.
You fought everybody's sister.
I fought everybody's sister. Lies.
I think you probably just saying you fought everybody's sister, like calling you his sister.
No, he said I fought. You
Oh,
fought everybody's sister. Why couldn't be everybody's brother? I didn't
uh,
fight a lot. I did not fight a lot.
You got two more questions, Bonnie?
Nope.
No questions?
Nope.
All right, Sid. You want to do R&B or you want to do comedy?
it don't matter. It don't matter.
Don't
We
matter.
got we got 9 minutes. We
Them
don't
two.
matter.
So who you got, bro? You got. We did last week. We did them. We gonna make it low. Deion Coles or Lil Rel?
Damn. I like the little real where he was like when he was coming up in the game.
Right.
I think I'll go with Deion Cole.
Yeah, definitely. What
Because Deion
about you,
Cole,
Bonnie?
yeah.
I don't even know what's that.
Deion
That's
Coles
comedy.
or Lil Rel?
Bonnie, you want one of these?
Cole.
Are you fuck with Deion Coles?
Yeah.
Y'all ain't official if y'all ain't got this. You're not
You could
official.
Hey, you know something? I
and
said, check it out. I
Yo,
don't know if you remember, bro. People used to have, or the older cats in our block used to have us posted on all the little entryways into 17.
mhm.
Bro, they used to tell us if a motherfucker don't have no block card, they can't get in the block. We
Yeah.
so silly. We telling grown ass men, you got your block card? Bro, we got bats, all type of shit. These old
you
ass
could see,
men
and
like,
that's
bro,
what I'm
y'all
talking
get
about.
the
Y'all
fuck
was
out the way.
horrible.
Yeah, this early 80s, man. We was little short.
I
But
think about I'm not gonna lie, I think about a lot of stuff every day of my life. And I'm just be like, ooh, the people I grew up with, them niggas was violent.
Yeah, it was terrible. But it was fun too. It was definitely
Cans in
fun.
the sock, belt buckles, brass knuckles,
Yeah.
bats.
we got
Y'all
wait
remember motherfuckers used to put the nails in the bats?
people. Okay, people putting their things out there. Azalea got Deion Cole. Ron
Lightfoot
said
said
Lil
Real
Rel.
is a better actor.
Dino said Dion.
Dino said Dion, and Richard said Real.
Uh yeah, you know what? I think I agree with Ron. Lil Rel is a better actor because I think he had more. Well, I didn't really watch Deion Cole actually act really, not really.
I have never seen him act, but I've seen his stand up.
Joe
Well,
Rock's in the
hey,
building.
Deion Cole was in fucking Who Made the Potato Salad? You ain't seen that movie?
Uh-uh.
He
That's
sure
funny.
was in Who Made the Potato Salad.
That
That's a
shit
good
funny
movie.
as hell with Jaleel White
Oh,
That
you
was
know
her
what? I
move.
saw parts of it. I saw part. I gotta watch that. We got
Azalea, you're
Joe.
right. No pistols, they fought. But the weapons that they used was
We got,
horrible.
hold on. We got Joe Rock is in the building.
What Joe talking about?
Now he went with Deion Cole.
Oh, okay.
The
Definitely
fact that he's
cold.
in the building, Joe, we need you on the show, Joe.
Matter of fact, Joe Rock, we need you on the show when we do an all pimpin' show, bro. We got Ethy lined up, Pharrell lined up, all the clique, bro, gonna come on the show, bro. We gonna
Y'all
discuss.
got y'all got Varel finna come on here.
Yeah, that's the homie.
I,
Yeah,
Alan,
bro.
why you gotta say it like that?
No, I ain't mean it. All of us from our
That's the
clique coming
homie.
on the
I know.
show.
That's my brother.
No doubt about it. Yeah, I know that for sure. For sure.
When Fred said red light, green light,
Stink
or
or Stinky Pie.
what the hell is Stinky Pie?
I think Stinky Pie was the game where the girls was that devil in the pea pot.
Who?
Was Stinky Pie the game where all the girls had cake names, and I think that's how it went. I don't know. What's
Shit.
Stinky Pie, Fred?
Yeah, definitely. What's Stinky Pie? We could play that at the Carver picnic.
We gonna play
Nah, hey,
Red
bro, that don't
Rover, Red
sound like no
Rover. Get
game we should be
Alan right
playing, bro.
over.
Right. We could play that.
Hey,
Which
hey,
Al?
hey, we gonna play Catch a Girl, Kiss a Girl, bro. We all going to jail, bro.
All right, Joe.
Bro, I swear to God, that's what I'm saying. Like the shit we used to do, we was some fast little girls. Cause why was we playing that game with y'all?
Right.
Why? How did that game even come about?
Yeah, Isaiah. We try to figure out what the hell is sticky pie. I mean, I definitely want to know what that is.
My cousin Dino said, Alan, you the one made him learn how to play poker.
Oh yeah. We was in one of them places, yeah. And I
Uh,
was raw. Hey, you got to pay to learn how to, you know what I'm saying, play the
yeah.
game. So yeah.
All right,
Ain't
Joe.
nobody still told me how the hell did we come about boy chase a girl and kiss a girl, or even boy chase a girl and freak the girl.
I got you, Joe. I'll let you know. I'm gonna hit you probably the weekend. Okay, he explained the sticky pie.
I knew that's the game he was talking about. So the game was like I'm the baker, and all the girls had names like cakes. And you come in and order like you want a strawberry shortcake, and she gotta run, and you gotta get her ass before she make it back to the porch, or you lost.
Man, that's some other half shit, bro. We
No,
ain't
we
never
played
played
that in
no
Block
shit like
10.
that. We went on no man, that's too much shit to learn.
But now you know what? On y'all have been playing. Y'all have act like y'all was crazy.
We
We
just played
were.
sports. We was into sports.
We was rough. Even though, nah, I ain't gonna front though. Niggas out of 9, niggas out of 12, 8. The other half was rough too. Y'all just were playing stinky pies and shit, whatever fuck
Right.
it is. Y'all was playing that shit. But them
We used to
niggas on
play
the other
bread and
half,
butter,
hey, them
had the
cats on
belt,
the
and
other half
whoever
was
had to
tough.
whoop your ass.
Huh?
Yeah.
Say it again.
Bread and butter. You had the belt,
Oh
and
yeah,
whoever
yeah.
found the belt whooped everybody's ass outside.
Oh
Yeah.
shit.
Azalea
Isaiah,
said I never played that. We did in Block 10.
she said
We
duck goose.
definitely did. But it
Yep.
wasn't called Stinky Pie.
She
I
said
forgot
she
what it's
said she
called. I'm
said
gonna
so
have to
that's
ask
called
Tasha and Honest.
so the sticky pie was basically she said so it's duck goose originally.
No, because ain't nobody walking around talking about some Doug, Doug, Doug. No. You walked in like, can I get a Boston cream pie? And if you was the Boston cream pie, you better get the fuck up and take off running, and nigga better chase you, and he better get you before you get back to the base.
Oh, see, yeah, that's
Okay, bro. I got
Hot
one for you,
hot
bro.
pass and butter,
shout out to Brian
come get
Fields.
your supper. No, that's not what we used to. Hot peas and butter, come get your supper. No, that's not what we called it in Block 10, Fred.
Brian Fields from Block 6 in the building.
Yeah, shout out to him, bro.
Yes,
No,
sir.
no what, Fred?
Hot peas and butter. Come get your supper. I
All
see.
right, bro. We off of that. other half, man, type bullshit.
Yeah, I
But
ain't never heard of
Oh
that shit
man.
either.
hey, heel deal or kick slam bam, bro.
Kick, bam, slam.
Hey, you know what?
I played
Hey,
it
before
safe.
you answer that, bro, before you answer that, look, it got so wild in the gardens, bro. Mu- Cats was out there challenging each other who could bust a window out, bro. You don't remember that? Bro, we going other block, bro, and busting people windows out, bro. It was fucked up, boy. Look,
No,
it
I
was
ain't know nothing about that. See, that's what I'm saying. Y'all didn't have nothing else better to
to
do.
do.
Cause who sat there and thought about that? Hey, bro, let's go. I bet you ain't tough. Go bust that window. Who
Right.
thought of that?
no,
Especially the little windows in 17 where, it's right by the door.
yeah,
And how can you bust them windows? That shit was thick.
That was on the back, bro. Them back windows wasn't that thick.
yeah. Isaiah said, "I'm not that. I'm not this old. I'm not either."
But you are.
No, I ain't had those stinky pie. I don't know about that
We
shit.
didn't call it stinky pie. It was something else.
She said, I was saying no to. Okay, she said no to the goose.
It was called something else. I don't remember. It was called Baker in the Pea Pot. That's what the fuck we called it. Bakers in the Pea Pot.
Yeah, that's some shit
Yup.
we still don't know. Let's move on. We don't know about that shit.
Well,
We
see,
don't
All
that
know.
said you wouldn't know about anything. Because you didn't
Okay,
come
bro. We going
outside, brother.
hey, Brian said polar pole
Pole to pole got you fucked up. I hit the
Yeah,
pole a couple of times.
yeah.
or flipping off the roof onto some pissy mattress.
I
Like,
definitely wasn't flipping
nah.
and not on nothing pissy anyway.
Man, everybody and their mom was flipping off them mattresses.
I don't know how to flip.
You was
It
on the
didn't
mattress.
matter. It'd be a whole line, right? It'd be like 20 motherfuckers in the line. Motherfucker do a flip. If you fell on the mattress, but motherfucker coming right behind you and landing on your head, all
Yeah.
type of shit, bro. It was rough.
I'm honestly tell you, I was not out there flipping on nobody's pissy ass mattress because I had a little sense and it was like piss gave people tetanus. I didn't want
Yeah.
my hair to fall out.
Yeah,
Right.
that's
But see,
something your
if you
mama
was
tell you.
cold, you wouldn't fall on the mattress though.
Well, I
That's
just
how
told you
that
I
was
didn't
the
know how to flip,
challenge.
so I wasn't cold.
Yeah, definitely. That was the
I would have
challenge.
to put my head down on the blank on the bed and flip my body over. And that's called a roll.
Yeah. Yeah, Paul.
I don't even know how to do a cartwheel.
Damn.
She couldn't do it.
Why I couldn't do it? Say something smart since you was in the house doing yours.
You size 12, you couldn't do it. Body my girl, body my girl.
Fred, what you mean I was too busy flipping over? You right, I was too busy flipping other shit. You right. You is so fucking right. I
Oh,
was in block one. I ain't gonna lie. Sorry. Yep. I was in block one.
she just jumped on the mattress. Yeah.
You just jumped on the mattresses there. I couldn't.
Yeah,
Cause
for
the
some reason,
back
Block
in the
17
day,
always had a
the
mattress.
people in the gardens that pissed in the bed, they must wasn't drinking water because they piss was so strong.
It was the water.
It was the one.
We talked about it
It
earlier.
was
It was the
all that
water.
iron they was drinking.
Oh, you
How
know
many of
what?
y'all was
You know
jumping in
what?
the dumpsters? How many
You
of
know
y'all
what?
started dumpster fires?
You know what? As we talking or whatever, when Aaron said he played it safe, and I played it safe. As we talking, I played it safe because I didn't jump off the roof on the mattress. I didn't do that. I wasn't
Okay.
getting hurt for shit. I wasn't doing that.
You know where the mattress used to be in our block, bro?
Yeah.
Between Dee Dee that's in Isaiah grandmama and them on their fronts
Yep.
and your grandmother front.
Yeah. On that
Where the other
incinerator.
incinerator used to be at.
Yeah. Yep. I didn't. I
Red
didn't.
Rover or Eeny, Meeny, Miny, Mo? I like the Red Rover.
I like the. That's like bubblegum, bubblegum.
Yeah, bubblegum in the dish. How many
Yeah.
bubblegums do you wish?
Oh, we going back. I like
And you
that.
say five, you be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
You out.
Eeny, miny, mo. Out you may go with the dirty, dirty dish rag on your left and right toe.
Oh, you know the words. You you got a good memory. Gerard got
That's what
jumping
I
off
said. All the weed I smoke, I remember a lot of shit.
the.
Okay, all right, we gonna stay on that then. We got 5 or Cess
What the hell you say?
or Red Bud.
Uh, what the fuck is that?
What?
What'd you just say?
We got Red Bud, we got Cess, and we got 5.
He don't know nothing about none of that. That's why he like, what's that? That
and
nigga was
in
in the
today's
crib.
standard, bro. Hey, today's standard, all that'll be Reggie. We talking about weed, Ced.
Yeah, if it
He
ain't Mary, if you
still
ain't,
lost.
no, if you just say, if you said Mary Jane, I was like, okay, I got a.
That
Man, we is not our mamas talking about some damn Mary Jane.
I was in the
that was
crib.
hey, that was that 5, bro. Go to block 16, get that big dumb bag.
I don't know, cause over on my half, Scooter had it.
Yeah.
Yeah, y'all out my lead with that one.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We got to talk to him about some stuff in the living room.
Yeah, let's talk about some sports.
And see, I don't know nothing about no sports. Cause why they running around with the ball?
No, I mean, Isaiah, I swear, I mean, I know about some things, but some things it was out my league. I ain't
Isaiah
gonna
said,
lie.
"Come on, man."
I just, I never smoke weed. I don't. I know about weed, but I never smoke weed. Never. Oh, look at her. She already got
Yeah,
one on.
yeah. All
Never.
right, bro. Let's do some R&B then, bro. What you got on R&B, Bonnie?
R&B. We going old school. We going back. You got Gary Popcorn just landed in the spot in Phoenix today. Oh Lord. I don't know. Shit, did you listen to music?
Who?
Who?
Who is in China? You.
I'm shit. I'm a promoter. I do that. They ain't
I'm
got nothing
just
to do with
saying.
weed.
I'm just
They
saying.
ain't
I
got shit to
wanted
do
to
with
know.
weed.
Just wanted to know. So we gonna go with. Let me see if you know Atlantic Star and Midnight Star.
I like Atlantic. I like Atlantic.
Fred said Kush or what? Ganja. That's not how you spell ganja.
Look at y'all fucking weed heads. Now you say like you can say. I mean, I don't know. And my uncles don't smoke weed and all that stuff, but they call it happy stick, and they was doing that shit.
Oh, see now, see if
That
somebody told me a happy stick, they was asking me that I want to smoke some embalming fluid.
yeah.
Now, Isaiah, I didn't smoke or drink. I can't. Nah.
She
I
said,
don't
"What
smoke.
did you do, dog? Played sports.
That was it.
Ask
I
him
just.
about ask him the circumference of a baseball.
No,
Ask him how many stitches is in the baseball around the red lines."
no, smoking. I mean, I just was never into the smoking. The drinking, I just drinking. It all tastes the same to me. I try to sip, but I can't do it. It all tastes the same to me.
That shit nasty.
Yeah, I can't do none of that.
I used to drink, but I can't drink now. It's horrible.
Okay, we got this last one, then we're gonna go to the closeout. But the last one, Fred said the spinners or the whispers.
I like the whispers.
I gotta go with
That's
the
it, Fred.
spinners.
Sherm stick.
Yeah, Fred, you know a lot about these drugs and stuff like that, man.
Because we was in the streets.
What- That's why you went to Minnesota and say you
And
weren't
that's
bad.
not why I went to Minnesota. I mean, I learned about all these drugs on TV too. Cause what the fuck was old boy on he even got your boy still in them, Ray Ray. He was out there on Sherm.
Are you talking about
South Central.
yeah, I saw that.
They was smoking embalming fluid.
That shit was whack. Okay, she said okay.
Fred said Boone's Farm or White Port. He don't know. He didn't drink. Ask the nigga water or Pepsi. Did you like Sprite or 7 Up?
I
What's
actually
your
like.
favorite flavor? Orange or strawberry, motherfucker?
I can answer
Hey,
those
Bunny.
questions.
Hey, you didn't answer the question. You got the whispers or the spinners?
I'm going with the twins.
Okay.
The whispers. He was a weed head.
I was the weed head. I was still at my brother. I was still out my brother's stash every day. We was getting high before he went to 7th grade. God damn. Dee, that Cisco was liquid crack. I drunk it and I got sick. And I ain't never drunk it ever again.
Bonnie,
And
you
I
was
had the
giving and
peach
dabbing and
flavor.
everything.
I
You
was
giving
in the streets, bro.
I see.
Only thing I ain't never tried no crack. I ain't never did no sherm. I ain't never had no heroin. I ain't never shooting up. I don't want no meth, and I don't pop pills.
Okay. You do the rest of the shit.
But you can give me all your weed.
Hey, hey, I got a
Drink
different
Kool-Aid.
little spin on the closeout, bro. We gonna
Drink
do
Kool-Aid.
a new cat. Well, he ain't new, but Hermie Man and TMC.
Who is Hermie Man?
DA Smart.
I don't know him, so I'm going with TMC.
He fun. He used to be in the gardens a lot.
Yeah, I remember him,
I've
but
Yeah.
I,
never. I don't know.
That's Yaki. I believe that's his nephew. We used to hang out in the block in 17.
yeah.
Azalea said yes. Cisco should have been illegal.
Mm.
Huh. I get I'm gonna go
I
with
ain't never
TMC.
heard him, so I'm gonna go with TMC.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Lil Bro though. I'm gonna go with Lil Hermie Man, bro. He was dope, bro. You don't know the song "Come Walk with Me"?
That's about the only song I ever heard.
Yeah, that's his shit. He dope, bro. He
And
got
that's
some
Yeah.
the
new
only
stuff
thing
out
I've
too,
ever
though.
heard from the man.
Red Kool-Aid or red or
He
grape
said
Kool-Aid.
red or grape Kool-Aid. He said,
Red.
and
Everybody
y'all
gonna say
know what?
red.
Red got a flavor, and nobody never said you want red or purple. It was always you want red or grape.
Right.
Mm.
Right.
Richard
Grape.
said he produced both of them, so both of them great.
Yeah,
I know
definitely.
that's right, Alice. Shout out to you, boo.
Yeah, I told her Richard was the first one out there really making them beats. Stanley
Stanley
and
and
No
Yak,
doubt.
my neighbors. Stanley and Yak was my neighbors back in the day.
Yep.
that's what's up.
Didn't you have Yak on here?
Nah, he ain't
He
come
was
on yet.
supposed to come on.
I knew
Yeah,
I remember seeing him on the flyer.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's
Miss
it.
D, what block Miss D stay in?
It was 17.
Shalimar or Cool in the Game?
Oh, that's a
I'm
good
going
one.
with Cool in the Game.
I like Kool in the Game myself. Yeah. I always thought
Shalimar,
I always thought the lead singer I always thought the lead singer was cool, but he wasn't cool. He was
he
part of just the
wasn't?
game. No, he was just part of the game. Cool
So
was
who the hell
the
was Cool?
he played all the other instruments.
That's just like everybody thought Tony was Tony, and one of their names Tony.
Right. Right.
When I found that out, I was confused. Like, why did they come up with Tony?
Isaiah went with Shalimar and Didi went with Shalimar.
Mm.
Didi, you from 17. Yeah, I don't know too much about 17, but my godmama Bonnie Jean stayed over there, and
Oh,
Candy stayed in that block,
I ain't
and
seen her in a long time.
Who?
who?
Bobby Jean.
What Bobby Jean?
Bonnie
He did.
Jean, my
I
godmama
know
Bonnie
Bobby
Jean.
Jean used to stay
Oh, I thought you
in
said
in
okay.
five.
I thought you said Bonnie Jean. What's that? Crazy Horse or
Crazy Horse or MGD. Nan
uh,
one.
y'all some
Who
fucking
drink
alkies.
beer?
Y'all some alkies.
Beer is horrible.
All
Tastes
y'all a
like
bunch of all y'all a
tastes
bunch of
like horse
alkies.
piss, and I don't even know what horse piss tastes like.
I sure was finna ask
Yeah, I know the fuck you was, and I beat you to the punch.
I got a bunch of Woodrows up in the chat. A bunch of Woodrows.
you.
What's Crazy Horse though? I ain't never heard of Crazy Horse.
Ah.
I know you
Allen?
got. I don't know. I never had that before. I don't even. I heard of it, but I never fucked with it before.
Oh, Rebecca, you need to explain what is Crazy Horse. I ain't never heard of that. Four Loco or 211?
Dang.
Neither.
My mama drank the 211.
What?
Yeah.
Hey, but when them Four Locos first came out, before that shit hit the town so hard, they had to lower the dosage.
My
Yeah.
daughter was drinking that just this weekend, and that one can, she came out, I was like, "You drinking?" She like, "No, you a damn lie, you drunk." What is
Yeah.
you drinking? She's like, "I drinking Four Loco." Oh.
Uh,
Oh,
The fuck? But I ain't gonna lie. If I do have a choice to drink anything, I'm gonna go with Four Loco because it's sweet. It got a flavor to it. 211, I tried that.
yeah.
Okay, we gonna go back. Saint As or Saint As or OE. If you
Should I,
had to drink one, say I ain't saying you drinking. If
how
you
about how
had
about
to,
I say? Should I click myself off the goddamn air? Cause y'all talking about shit. So my
oh my god. All right, let's talk about
no.
basketball or baseball.
I like to watch basketball, but I'll play baseball.
And so that's the only sport you'll play.
I play both of them, but I like to watch basketball, but I like to play baseball.
Have you ever played football?
Not no organized, no. But I
Yeah.
played it, but not organized.
Dixie, we know Ken drink 211. Ken been drinking 211 for as long as I've been knowing Ken. Yep. Richard OE, I think you've been drinking OE for as long as I've been knowing you. I
Oh,
tried private stock and OE, and it just wasn't. OJ's or the Isley brothers.
oh, that's a good one.
I got to go with the Isley Brothers,
I
man.
was just gonna say I made my first baby off the Isley brothers.
I'm gonna go with the OJs. Living for the weekend. I like that.
Yeah.
That's hard though. That's hard.
Yeah.
That's
But the
hard. That was good,
OJs had
friend.
that cut in '87, "Loving You."
Yep.
That
Yep.
was dope as hell, boy.
That was a good one, Fred. That was a good one.
I got to put my iPad on the charger
We have to
this
put that in. We have to
weekend.
put that one in the We have to put that one on the notes. Al,
Yeah, yeah.
as Isley Brothers, OJ.
Cause Ron Isley ain't got old yet.
Uh, he was on.
Hey, he old. That motherfucker doing concert from a wheelchair.
Yeah, he
Is
was at.
he?
Yeah, he did. He was with Usher. When I came to Chicago, he came out.
Uh, but you know, shit.
All
He
that
oh,
plastic surgery done
they
caught up to
started in
him.
the '50s. They group started in the '50s, so
Yeah.
they've been around a very, very long time.
Yeah, cause I just found out before the Commodores was the Commodores, both my uncles was in the band.
Oh, Al Green. Who you put with Al Green, Rebecca? Because that's it. Al Green was a beast too.
You gotta put him against. You gotta put him against Teddy, man.
Oh well, he
Uh,
lost.
He
yeah,
lost.
he definitely lost. Teddy.
He lost. He definitely lost to Teddy. You can't put him
Yeah.
next to Teddy or Marvin, cause he gone. He lost.
Ah, but he's in a class of his own because he didn't. You have to put him with the Isley brothers. I mean, even though you say Isley brother, but you got to put him and what's the name together
Who?
Why?
because they came out. It's like they had the same type of music. Ron Isley and Al Green had the same type of music.
I don't know. I don't know
I
about
don't
that
know
one, bro.
about that. I don't know. I ain't never heard nobody say they made the baby off of Al Green.
Shit.
Shit.
Shit. Al Grey had some down home R&B, deep
Isaiah,
out
wait,
R&B.
Isaiah put a good one up. That was Barry White have been good. Barry White and Al Green. That'd have been good. I think I'd go with Al Green.
Man,
Barry,
Barry White and Luther Vandross.
what?
Barry White or Luther. Big Luther, not little Luther.
Any Luther. Any Luther. Luther was a
I
beast.
just was here to say that because
Yeah.
they're a comedian like Big Luther, not the little Luther.
Uh, he got Hail Mary and the Blue Notes or Stylistic.
Stylistics all day.
Stylistics, yeah.
What?
Yeah,
You still have Teddy Pendergrass with Hail Melvin. I mean, Hail Melvin.
yeah, but they couldn't fuck with the stylistic, bro. Even though they was dope as hell though, but stylistic got them to me by far.
And I only say that because this was the music that my mother would party all weekend. So the music would be playing at our house at a 50, maybe a 60 all weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Non-stop from Friday after school to Sunday morning. So a lot of this stuff is the music that my mama listened to. Because I can't
Yeah.
go off of what my daddy listened to because he listened to rock and roll.
Oh shit. Oh, but I mean, you got some white people have some good songs too, though. We was kind of like we
Not the
had
shit he
no,
was listening to.
we had no other choice because they on Channel 66 they used to play nothing but like
Yeah.
Cyndi Laupers and all the
I was
police and
Wham.
all
into
that.
that. My daddy was into like Jimi Hendrix, like 9 Inch Nails, like he was into that
Van Halen,
shit.
Van Halen and all that.
Yeah, the Cars and stuff like that. Like I know that stuff too, but I'm gonna
Yeah.
say that. Yeah,
Oh, see.
that's why I be all over the place when I listen to music because I've heard it and I know it all.
Fred going too far back. He going with what's that? Muddy Waters and who?
Howlin' Wolf.
When it comes to stuff like that, I gotta hear the music. I don't like them artists like that. I know them, but I gotta hear the music. I gotta hear the music to make a decision. I say Muddy Water because they got a street name after them in Chicago, or the South over there in the 40s. By Robert Taylor, I think it's about Robert Taylor.
Yeah.
No, we uh
But you know what? If you say the police and because I like the police and like the Durans and
Yeah.
even Culture Club.
Yeah. Simply Red.
I
Huh?
listen to all of that.
Yeah,
Culture
Simply Red.
Club, that was my shit. Hall and Oates, that was my shit.
Hall and Oates was the yeah.
Okay, Reno. Reno said Anita Baker or Patti LaBelle.
Come
Oh,
on, man. Patty.
What?
Patty.
I gotta go with Anita Baker, bro.
No, Isaiah. Wait, said yeah. Isaiah, you went back. No, I saw Patti LaBelle on stage one day. She put that microphone in the middle of the stage,
Mm-hmm.
and she went all the way in the back of the stage.
And you still heard her.
Still heard her.
Yeah.
Still heard. She's a beast. She's a beast.
Patty still to this day. Let her start singing. I get chill bumps. I don't even got hair, but that shit stand up.
Yeah, she is a beast. Frankie Beverly and Mays or McFadden and the Whitehead. I'm going Frankie
I'm
Beverly.
going with Frankie Beverly.
Frankie Beverly.
Yeah. Isaiah went with Anita Baker.
But we all like that song from X Fighting and Whitehead. Ain't no stopping us now.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's they shit there. That's they
And then, a
flagship.
lot of these songs, like when I started seeing the video, like, whoa, that's a white boy.
Yeah. I
But
think Harlan Oaks. I think Harlan Oaks was one of those boys. I was like, damn, they white.
yeah. Yeah.
But hey, the other group though, I played this song a couple of weeks ago. Wham,
Yeah,
Teacher,
George Michael.
yeah,
yeah, Teacher. That was dope as hell back. I think that
Yeah.
was probably about 86, 85.
A lot of people didn't listen to that.
That was all the videos you could see back in the day
yeah. That's what I say. I'm trying
because
to.
we ain't
Yeah,
had cable. So NV50, that was the station where I think NV50 used to come on about 4 o'clock
yeah,
when we got out of school.
yeah,
The only way I seen the real videos was when I went to my auntie house in Markham, and
Yeah,
she had satellite TV because
yeah,
she lived out there in Bel Air.
but it
right.
was kind of hard because they really didn't play black videos until Michael Jackson came
But
out.
I watched MTV.
Yeah, and actually,
It
Michael
was,
Jackson kind of forced them to play the black video because he was the first one to actually play.
yeah.
That's the
But the
history.
station in Chicago was MV, not MTV, MV50.
Yeah,
They
Channel
used to
50
play They used to play all the music about 4 o'clock. You get out of school,
play it.
get
But
that
no,
little
what I'm saying was the only way I seen MTV and all that
yeah,
and BET, I went to my auntie house in
yeah.
Bel Air in Markham.
I didn't even, son, when I was young, I didn't even know it was a station called BET.
Me neither.
Yeah,
I didn't even know nothing about that shit.
yeah.
But,
And I knew because my auntie had the money and she
Yeah,
lived out there in Markham in Bel Air and in a little community.
yeah,
so
So
you was the first.
I knew that's what I'm saying. When I got to Minnesota, I am not gonna lie, y'all. I ain't know nothing about no motherfucking pizza delivery man. I
So
ain't know
you
nothing
was
about no cab.
so you was the first Fresh Prince of Bel Air.
I was the first princess of Bel Air.
Yeah, Miss Kurt. Yeah, yeah. My MJ broke the he broke the barrier. He did it because he forced them to play his music. Then when he did Thriller, that was it.
yeah.
It opened up a
Yeah,
lot of doors.
yeah.
In Chicago.
I uh I ain't gonna lie, y'all. Even at my big age right now, I still can't watch Thriller.
That motherfucker scared the shit out of me when I was little. my brother, my brother Fred will tell you to this day when that motherfucker came on, when it came on that the first time it aired, I was on the step in the gardens on the step. Look when he turned around and had to like go
Them yellow
away.
eyes.
Yeah, I flew upstairs. I was like, no,
Well, I am so glad to know I'm not the only one. I started
no,
looking at Michael a little different, like especially when they show him breaking and turning into the where.
yeah,
Oh, fuck
yeah.
me up, bro.
And I was like, my brother's like, what you running for? I was like, I was people down the stairs. I couldn't do it. I
See,
couldn't do it.
I'm gonna say my brother was horrible. Craig used a lot of that shit against me.
Wow. Dixie put Culture Club or Wham. I think Culture Club was Boy George was a beast.
Wham was dope too, though.
Yeah.
Well, Wham is the offspring from Culture Club because George Michael started with Culture Club.
Oh,
Okay,
fun
I ain't know
fact.
that.
Yeah, I ain't know that either. Fun facts then.
Hey, Fred said,
Y'all go ahead and Google come a comedian.
okay.
Yeah.
Hey, Fred said GCI or BMX.
Oh boy.
Wow, for real, Fred.
And look, in the 80s, y'all gotta remember because a lot of people didn't know. Most of the DJs on BMX was white.
Yeah, Bob Wall was white on
Yeah.
WGCI.
And only the black people used to be on the late night, like Chili Childs, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Irene Mojica. They used to be on the late night.
And
yeah,
that's crazy because from all they voice over the radio, I thought everybody was black.
Yeah. Yeah.
right. They fooled us.
They fooled us for a long
What's
time, bro, on BMX.
what's the Dan Ryan man name?
Doug Banks.
And from his voice, Doug Banks sounded like he was fine than a motherfucker. That motherfucker was round as hell,
Yeah, his face was
bald
good for
headed as shit.
his face was good for radio.
Matter of fact, Reno just put it out there too.
KKC.
We gonna say KKC or WNUA. If y'all remember WNUA.
I want to
WKKC,
say
they frequency.
KKC.
KKC was frequency was kind of bad though.
Yeah.
If you could get it, it was good.
Uh,
I'm gonna go with KK. What was they station? What was the station?
WNUA.
89.3?
Huh?
Was it
I think it
89.3?
was
80. Yeah, it was in the 80s.
89.3.
Yeah. Okay. Well, you had to really get it over a little bit, just a little
Yeah.
bit, turn it a little bit, got it.
Uh,
You gotta be like,
Yeah. Don't move.
don't
Move the
move.
antenna. Move the antenna a
That's
little
how
bit.
that's how the TV was too. Cause I know Fred had you go fix the antenna and had you standing there next to that TV because y'all ain't go nowhere.
We didn't have to.
shit.
We had antenna. We had a good antenna.
But hey, don't sleep though. Fred was out there with us every day.
Yeah.
We was the air block.
Reno remember the Jackson TV show? Yeah, the Jackson TV show. That was one of the only because they was piggybacking off the Beatles, really. You know what I'm saying? Beatles was doing all that stuff, so they was trying to match what the Beatles was doing with the cartoons and all that shit.
What's the Jackson TV? Yeah, the cartoon, the Jackson's cartoon.
Yeah.
No, they had their own show. They had a like a skit show.
I ain't never seen that.
Yeah. Slick Rick or LL Cool J. I gotta go with the GOAT.
Uh,
LL.
I'm gonna go with the.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't even, and when they put the top, people actual top 5 MCs. I never put him in my top 5 because I put him on another plateau because he's been doing it so long. He don't deserve to be in the top 5. He in his own realm. You know what I'm saying? It's LL and everybody else to me.
yeah.
Yeah,
Or is it Rakim and everybody else?
LL
it
been
could be
doing it
that way
long.
too.
I love Rakim, but I still put LL because LL stood the test of time. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Every generation he was in it.
Yeah.
Rakim took some time off or whatever. LL's still
That's
relevant.
true. That's true. LL was the first one that figured it out, bro.
Yeah.
He wrote rhymes for fucking females, yo.
Yeah. MC Light.
Once he did, nah, I know
No.
with that, I'm talking about I Need Love. Other
Oh,
rappers was talking, that was that machismo, you know what I'm saying? I'm
yeah.
tough and I'm this and
Yeah.
look, comedy rap.
Yeah.
When he flipped the script and just wrote for females, bro, with I Need Love and Candy Girl,
Yeah.
bro, he fucked the game up with
Yeah, he
that, bro.
did. Because nobody was coming like that. Everybody
Nah.
was straight, even though he was hard, but he flipped it. He flipped
Yeah,
it.
he figured it out early, bro.
Yeah. But like I
MJ
said,
did break some barriers, boy.
yeah.
MJ did a lot.
Yeah, like I
A
said, with Rakim, who's your top 5? Put y'all top 5 in there. Put
Top
y'all
five
top
who
5.
rappers?
Yeah. People, if y'all still out here with us, put y'all top 5 in before we get up
And
out of here
I
because
and I
we
I've
actually been.
never been a person that could just I like him, I like him, I like him. Cause certain people like it's certain songs for certain things. I don't know.
Yeah, yeah. What depend what mood you in. Because I can say right now, I can say Rakim's my favorite rapper. Then if I hear something from KRS One or Kane, I say he's number one. It flips. But
And I ain't gonna lie. So me, I anybody old school,
yeah.
Yeah.
But you
anybody old school.
top 5.
I can't get jiggy with the new school. I can't even.
But you got 5. I mean, you can't name 5.
Nope.
No.
Nope.
Who you got, Al?
Man, bro, I can give you two, man. I got Rakim, bro, and KRS One, bro.
Okay,
And
Isaiah, you put
Tupac. No, I gotta put Tupac too, bro.
yeah,
Then
Isaiah,
KRS One.
Isaiah put Tupac, Jay Z, Biggie, Rakim, and KRS-One.
Yeah.
Oh no, you cannot put Tupac and Biggie in the same situation.
They both was dope though.
I don't know. I don't know. I'm a true diehard Pac fan. I ain't never listened to Biggie shit. You play Biggie shit, I instantly go deaf.
Hey, but you know, Biggie was a storyteller too, though.
I don't know. I ain't even watched this movie.
Damn. So you
Uh,
pick
but
sides, huh?
but
You pick sides.
but
It's cool.
she damn well show her. They call me Big Papa and One More Chance. You heard that shit?
I've heard them, but
Mm.
you ain't never finna catch me playing that shit.
Not now.
Not then. I ain't never owned no Biggie CD.
Okay, wait, hold on. Wait, before we go to the because Joel put hers in there, but Fred put KRS-One or Most Def. I'm going with KRS-One, but Most Def is a beast.
Yeah, I gotta go with KRS-One all day.
Yeah, but Most Def is a beast. Um, Miss Kirk put LL, Nas, Tupac, KRS-One, and MC Light.
Okay,
Ooh,
let me ask you a
Joel, that's
question, Sid.
good. I
Who
can
you
roll
got
with the
between
MC Light
MC
and the
Light?
Tupac. Nas and Jay Z. I'm go Nas and Jay Z. No.
I'm going outside the box with my five. My
Yeah,
five is Rakim, no order. Rakim, KRS-One, Kane, Ice Cube,
yeah,
and Gangstar Guru. I like
yeah,
Guru.
Oh well, then
yeah,
yeah, I'm gonna have to go with Tupac. I don't even want to say this man's
yeah.
name, but I fucked with him. Snoop.
Yeah.
T.I. I love him.
And your five? But
Yeah,
that's your five. Okay.
yeah. Because you know these songs be the ones that motivate me. Like there's certain songs I hear that flip a switch. Like yeah, and
Yeah.
it's another song I hear like okay.
Yeah.
Bro,
Well,
who
Everybody
you
know
got between
Crucial Conflict, one of my favorites.
MC Light and Sweet Tea?
Light.
I'm going with Light as a Rock.
Light was
Hey,
man.
but you know, listen, bro. When they first Sweet Tea was like that hardcore.
Yeah, I know dark skin.
Yeah, Sweet Tea was dope as
she was beef.
fuck, bro.
But when Light came out with that paper
Yeah.
thin,
Oh, that it for hey,
Killed them.
she coming out the motherfucking subway. It was
yeah,
like, bro, it was like some Chicago shit, bro.
right.
Even though it was in LA, it was dope
Her first shit. When you say you love me, it doesn't matter.
though. Yeah.
Oh
Go
man, she
through my
just
head as just chit
chit
chat.
chatter. Let's go through these one right quick. They both could have been top rappers if it wasn't for beef.
Yep,
I talking about Tupac.
yep.
I really wasn't a big Tupac fan.
I was,
I think he was a hater.
and I'm. Ooh, if I was sitting next to you, I would push you the fuck over. You don't even know how I look next to me to push you, and you ain't even sitting there.
Tupac was a hater.
Tupac was the realest motherfucker out there. Tupac spoke real shit.
Tupac was a hater.
Who was he waiting on? Brenda had
Biggie.
a baby, but Brenda Belly had a brain.
That ain't got
That was
nothing to
the
do with
story
Bennett.
of in every motherfucking hood.
That ain't got no he still was a
That
hater.
was the story in every hood. It was a gang of Brendas.
But that ain't have nothing to do with him being a
The
hater.
man was real life. He was real fucking life.
What was his beef with Biggie?
His
Yeah.
beef with Biggie was on some old Biggie was
Hating
on some
shit.
old bullshit. It had
Right.
to do with that goddamn booty bandit.
That beef was with Puff, bro.
Exactly.
That shit
That
was
beef
with
was really
Puff.
with
That shit
Puff.
really wasn't, you know.
Pac
And
and
then,
Puff did like Puff wanted to bang him, and Pac was like, "Nigga, you better get the fuck out of here. I am
but
a
check it
real
out.
nigga."
Check it out. If you think about it now, that shit was clickbait for some radio shit, bro. That
Yeah,
shit
that's true.
wasn't like on some real serious gang banging shit. You know what I'm saying? That shit was for the magazines, Right On, Word Up, whatever the fuck
I don't
magazine
think so.
source. that was hype. All that shit was real hype. Even
I don't
though
think
Pac
so
got
because it
popped
like
and
that was too long for some hype to be going on.
now
Like
initially,
like
Oh,
Biggie should have beat Pac ass when he came out and said, "That's why I fucked your bitch."
but how you gonna beat his ass? He on the West Coast and they on the motherfucking East Coast. That
Same
shit
way
was
they used to
playing
come
up,
together and he used to sleep on the couch.
huh?
that's some
Say it
hate.
again.
I said the same way they used to come together and he used to sleep on the couch.
Yeah, I get you.
Wait, I guess Reno said light. I guess when you said light and Sweet Tea, he went with light. Reno went with his five is KRS-One, Rakim, LL Cool J, Scarface, and Nas. Uh,
Scarface was that he was that deal.
yeah,
He
he
still
was.
is. Yeah, he dope.
Uh, Joel went with L. I think we already did hers. It was like, yeah, we did that one. Rebecca said Too Short. Too Short was a beast. I won't put him on five, but Too Short, I like Too Short. Too Short,
Mm-hmm.
she said Beastie Boys. Beastie Boys was one album good. Beastie
Uh,
Boys, LL.
Beastie Boys was one song good.
No, they
hell nah.
whole
That
album.
whole that whole
License to Ill.
airplane CD
I
or
I, I
tape.
heard
License to
the
Ill.
album because I heard it,
Paul
but I only liked
Revere.
the one song on there.
Well, Paul
Girls.
Revere.
Girls.
Oh, well then you know what? It was two. I forgot that song was on there.
Yeah.
Man, they hold that. Well, look, said, bro,
License to
look.
Ill.
We used to have a big ass boom box. My boy Bud, you know what I'm saying, bro? We rocking that motherfucker from sun up to sundown.
Robbing and stealing. Quick.
And I didn't know they was white.
Yeah.
Cause we had this shit back in like '86.
They the one
I
that
think,
discovered LL Cool J. That's
yeah.
how LL got on.
Uh,
They
For real?
had because LL had sent the CD or whatever, and Mike D, one of them had got the CD and listened to it and gave it to um, what's the guy name? The white guy, Rick Rubin.
yeah.
That's how that
With Def
happened.
Jam.
For real?
Yeah.
Cause they was on Def Jam. I think when they on Def Jam first, cause I know who I mean, what's the name was on first? Curtis Blow.
On Def Jam,
Yeah,
I thought the Beastie Boys was first because they was Rick Rubin actually kicked it off.
that's Def Jam.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rick Rubin and Russell Simmons.
Right.
They was
But
that was the
I, I,
label.
I ain't know Curtis Blow was on Def Jam.
Yeah, he was their first artist. Then came Run DMC and Beastie
Ron
Boys
DMC was
was on
never on
there
Def
too.
Jam.
Huh?
Ron DMC was never on Def Jam.
Okay, they was in Crush Groove.
Yeah, but they weren't in Def. They weren't on Def Jam.
But they was managed by both of them, Rick Rubin
Rush,
and Russ.
Rush Production. Yeah, they like
They was produced by them. But I'm just saying that was the original Def Jam back then
yeah.
with Rick Rubin and Russell Simmons.
Let's go through. Okay, Fred said his top five: KRS-One, Scarface, Most Def, MC Light, and Tupac. Y'all Tupac fanatics over here. Isaiah said
I'm
Tupac was an
mad.
educator. Educator. I just when he was on his laid back, I get around type of stuff. But then when he rapped that I fucked your bitch, I like you some hater, man. You a hater.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, but it was okay for them to be dropping their shit.
Who? Biggie
Fat
never
Boy.
Biggie never really dissed Pac. He threw subliminal shots. You know what I'm saying?
It wasn't shit subliminal.
Well, he just said
Everybody knew who it was for.
if you had a baby, I guess you have two Pac. Get it? Two Pac. You know, if Faith had kids, she probably have two Pacs. Two Pac.
I am going. When I see you, I swear to God, when I see you, you just better run.
But that was on the rap. See, you ain't listen to Biggie. That was
I know.
yeah. That was him and Method Man. We don't know. He thought he was the Biggie. Set him up. That whole Biggie and Reno said Tupac, E40, Jay Z, Jada Kiss, Ice Cube. Your top
Oh,
five?
E40 a good one.
Nah, he could never be my top five. And
And
those,
see, that's why I said I can't have no top five. I don't got no top five rappers.
E40 E40 ain't in my top 40. He ain't in my top 40.
All right, bro. I got one for you, bro. DJ Quick or MC8.
Oh my God. I'm going with DJ Quick because that's a CD I still got.
MC8, I like MC8.
Yeah,
MC8, Compton Most Wanted. Yeah.
yeah.
and the shot goes bloop bloop. Chill,
Bruh,
chill. Okay.
Growing up in the hood.
for
Yeah,
real.
that's what people had when they made movies. The soundtrack was you couldn't wait for the soundtracks. You know what
Exactly.
I'm saying? From Juice,
Boys in
Minister
the
Society,
hood.
yeah, Boys in the Hood, Minister Society had
Menace Society.
well, who that's it. That'd be a good one. Best soundtrack: Minister Society, Boys in
Menace.
the Hood, or Juice.
I'm going with Menace Society.
Uh, that's
Because
a
that's the
hard.
CD I still got and I still play.
Wow. I think Juice had because Juice had the Rakim with Know the Ledge, and Kane, Enough Respect Due. That's hard.
I ain't even like the Above the Rim soundtrack. I ain't like that one either.
What you did?
Above the Rim, no.
Yeah, I think it's DMX. Somebody put DMX was a beast too.
DMX was. Rough Riders was a nice group.
Yeah. You know what? We've been on for 2 hours and 45 minutes. Let's get the fuck up out here.
Right. All right, bro. We ain't never lie.
You set a record. Buddy, you say you set a record. Jesus Hustler, she set a record.
3
Why do we
hours.
always be on here like this?
She set a record.
Last time we was on here like that, I almost got 3 hours out you niggas.
Yeah, you
Woo!
almost did it. You almost did it. But once
I
again,
almost got 3 hours out the brothers. Okay.
we we appreciate everybody for doing in the chat room, man. We really appreciate y'all. We really do.
Man, I love y'all fools for real though.
Mad
Yeah.
love
Only
too.
only my hood though. Only my hood, nigga. I rock
Yeah.
with you niggas the long motherfucking way.
We're glad you came on. We definitely gonna have you back on. Definitely gonna have you back on. You made it hot up in here.
And I'ma definitely be here.
Yeah, like I said, we'll do a part two for my thing. Like I said, some stuff I want to get off. Like I said, this is therapy for me. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. And so let me know.
I got it. Y'all take it easy. And everybody out there, we appreciate y'all for the comments and gave us a nice couple of going up top we could use later.
I mad love, bro.
Yes, sir.
All right now. Good night, guys.